the winner bracket semifinal of TeD's special Funny Cup. Yesterday we saw Team Infi advancing over Team Lin, and now we have Team Fly, who is playing in the first match against Team FoCuS. For Team Fly, we have the following players here to our hands. There we go. Fly, WFZ, TBCBM, and Colorful, so a full Chinese team taking on a full Korean team with FoCuS, Lawliot, Chimiko, and so in basically Team A1 without Lucifer. Lucifer, by the way, was so happy that he was drafted into Team Lin with 120 and Sock. That was quite funny on Twitter. So yeah, those 8 players will battle each other. Our matches for today are Fly versus Soen in a best of 2, WFZ versus FoCuS in a best of 3, and Colorful versus Chimiko in another best of 3. If we don't have a result, then we will go into a deciding 2-on-2. So, without further ado, here's the game.
Yeah, and lined that one up nicely. Dude.
Yeah, right?
You're a pro and you didn't even know it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was on purpose.
Well done, well done. All right, first Orc Mirror for me in quite a while, and I imagine for quite a few here to observe as well. We start on to Twisted Meadows, and one of these players is lucky enough to have the fortunate spawn for the easy Rock Golem creep. That, however, should be getting scouted here, I'm pretty sure. Fly, he may not have been as active in the past, but man, what a thunderous result at last GCS. Second place, nobody expected him to get there to have a chance. In the final, to be fair, didn't really look like he had too big of a chance, but second place, very, very impressive regardless. Is this gonna give him new motivation to play more or not? What do you think, Neo?
I think so. I mean, he made TH work harder for that win than Lin did, for example. So I thought it was quite a cool final with pretty cool games. Not as good as last year in winter, but come on. We can't have that all the time. That was just glorious. So, Fly is starting in blue in the upper right with the Blade Master and dual burrow opening. For Soen, it's one burrow opening, and most likely the before mentioned Rock Golem creep. You trap the Rock Golem here between the trees and the Blade Master and the Grunt, and then, is he in position? He's coming now. That's a big chunk of experience and a good item and pretty easy to do. You just have to be careful about not last hitting with your burrow that you need to pull off this creep.
But Fly didn't even scout this position despite being close to it. Really surprises me. And bad luck, I suppose, for him. Oh, and good luck for Soen. Tome of Experience level 2 straight away. And the robe, which even for the Blade Master is good early game.
Yeah, that's one more windwalk than his opponent has. That's more vision, more movement speed, also one more backstep damage. And then for the Shadow Hunter later, it's obviously fantastic. TP sold for speed scroll and to heal selves. On the other side, the Blade Master is trying to find Soen, not getting anything done here. So one level advantage entirely for Soen at the moment.
And now he's going to get his own circlet here, most likely. Beefing up more.
Is he going for another tome? Is today his lucky day? 2 tomes of experiences in a row.
That would be so unfair, dude.
Fly's doing something in his base, but we keep an eye on this one. Nope, Tome of Intelligence. But plus 8 int now.
Yeah, smart Blade Master. Not only Smork, but he's getting the burrow cancelled here. That's pretty annoying. He's gonna be stuck on one grunt for a very long time. Also gonna cost quite a bit of lumber here. So economically, Fly's doing a good job disrupting the income here. For gold, not so much, but yeah, for lumber, that is the case. And gonna get a peon as well for his trouble.
Okay, there was no burrow in position to help that poor fella. But can he get the grunt now? Here is the block coming from that peon. Well done. And yeah, with the rope, he has enough windwalk and investing the speed scroll. So early game grunt kill for Soen.
Burrow cancelled again though, and another peon has died. So a lot more experience for the Korean here. Can the economy make up for it for Fly? It seems like he needs that to get back into this game, because the tech between them is very, very even.
Yeah, despite Fly opening up with the 2 burrow, maybe he skipped the shop or something? Pretty sure he did. And he's canceling the burrow again, but I think that was the last time. Here's the block again. He doesn't have Windwalk at the moment. 5 mana missing. Reveal being used, and now Windwalk coming out of Soen. This could be an early Blade Master kill. There is Windwalk now for Fly. So he can't reach.
Not quite fast enough. Scroll speed still on cooldown. It's cooling down in his inventory though, but by the time it's ready, the dust should have worn off. I guess he's trying to get there, trying to reach, but he's invisible now.
Okay, he's safe. Oh man, that was close. I mean, Fly and his Blade Master is a never-ending love-hate relationship. Now 2 grunts versus 1 in the middle. That is of course obvious who wins that. Tier 2 is finishing, and now Soin finally has the second burrow and the third burrow up, so he can go for the Shadow Hunter. But yeah, what's better here? The big experience on the Blade Master and this nice item, or all the damage that has been done in his base?
It's about a 200 gold difference here in the mines, and if he doesn't correct that 1 peon missing, and then it's gonna get worse and worse. So what does he do now with his resource? Seems like he's saving up for the SH, which he can produce now, and there we go. But yeah, his tier 2 buildings are gonna be severely delayed. Then again, flies aren't coming up either yet. Spirit Lodge, yes, but for the bestiary, he still has to wait a little bit.
Yeah, he has no gold at the moment, so he's going for more peons. They are protected now with the burrows, so it shouldn't be more echo kills here. But yeah, this was quite a big mistake by Soin to not replenish that one. He's trying to return the favor here, but with 2 bouncers up front and the Shadow Hunter coming out for the hex, that shouldn't be an issue at all. But where is the bestiary? Still waiting for it.
And now Soin with 6 peons in the mine. He can't quite get it to the 5 the way it's supposed to be. Better safe than sorry, I guess. So, next chance for Tome of Experience. He's really looking for those experience boosts here on TM. And is he gonna get lucky again?
Yep.
He is!
Wow, that's pretty good, man. Close to level 3. And then he has so much map control.
He's gonna be able to stalk his opponent for so long. And when there's 2 raiders out with Ensnare, then the Blade Master can't be so brazen anymore, because Hex, Ensnare might kill him. But because of the bestiary being so late, it's gonna be quite a while until that lockdown has become available.
Yeah, Soin has a little bit of gold left over, so it's going for an early war mill, but still no bestiary. We have both tier 2 buildings coming up now. Walkers for Spirit Link and the spell. Blade Master, the Stealing Magpie, is waiting for the kills here, gets it. Shadow Hunter's experience denied, and now he has to share experience from his on his Blade Master, and the Shadow Hunter will delay his progress quite significantly, while Soin on the other side can solo creep this.
He's gonna get level 3 here, right? From the Warden. It's gonna be close. Ah, he's not quite there yet. Okay, so he's taking quite a bit of experience away from his second hero partner, the Shadow Hunter.
I think he should just go for the nulls and get it there. Like the little poacher should be enough.
I guess he wants to quicken up his creep as well. The item for him,
Ring.
not so lucky. With the clarity now, if this was Claws, he could assert a lot of pressure if he can find Fly. Because Fly is doing not the most predictable creeping, not right in front of his base, but rather looking at the Merc camp here.
They're actually pretty close together, but yeah, Merc camp, big mana potion possible, big invul possible. That is very, very good items here. But he has to catch up so hard. Maybe even has to take some risks during creeping.
He's got the bigger army though at the moment, so his creeping is faster. Especially since he's using the Blade Master as well, which he's continuing to do at least until now. But now he feels like he has to get level 3 SH early. And I guess it's understandable. Fighting with a level 1 heal wave against a level 2 heal wave is something that normally will never work out in the end.
Exactly. So Spirit Link not activated yet, gathering some mana on his Walker's level 2 and a Claws of Attack for him. That's quite nice. Blade Master is stealing this Warlord. That's nice. And a Subi Mask. This Shadow Hunter is such a beast.
Oh man, yeah. And Claws of Attack as well. Aside from the Ron Ring here, Soin has found magnificent drops.
Indeed. So a bigger mana pool in general, plus more mana regeneration on the Shadow Hunter with that Sobi. On the other side, Claws of Attack, more damage for the Blade Master. And what does what does Fly have? A Wand of Mana stealing? Not that great in this matchup, I feel, because you want the mana transferred to your Shadow Hunter from the other Shadow Hunter, and you're kind of never in a position to do that. Hex now on the blade, critical strike for 96, but I don't think he has Ensnare yet, so he shouldn't go into that fight, but Fly wants this.
Blade Master dropping lower, but he is tanky with that Spirit Link. He's gonna come out of Hex, and he has a speed scroll, heal scroll, and a speed scroll.
He's revealed.
Needs to.
Man, this was quite close there, actually. Still being dusted. Whoa, that heal wave, absolutely clutch, but here's the Hex. This should be the end, and Fly is obviously losing the Blade Master.
Unbelievable. He was so greedy with that scroll of healing, wanted to keep it for as long as possible. It took a lot of hexes to bring him down for so, and now his SH is out of mana, but certainly worth it when the blade is now missing. But he buys him back from the tavern, and now he can't be dealt with anymore. So despite the hero loss, this fight may go to the Chinese in the end.
I agree. Nice 2 kills here for Fly in the end on the Grunt and the Raider. Shadowhunter is close to 3 as well. Here we have level 3.5, level 2 and a bit. Of course the Subi Mask helps now to get more mana back than Fly does.
It was a cheap buyback here. Only level 2 hero. How much is that? 480, I think. Of course, a lot more expensive than from the altar.
Yeah.
But you have him right away. And now no Raiders for Soen. I'm kind of surprised that he creeps so aggressively towards his opponent. But seems like he won't be getting scouted and won't be getting punished.
There was also a peon moving out with him. So I wonder if he's so comfortable after that hero kill that he wants to expand. But in Orc Mirror, man, not really possible.
Maybe just for scouting. See where his opponent is at. Now the next rock golem, the next big consumable goes to Fly as well, hoping for something better this time around. Greater healing can be nice, especially if his Blade Master gets focused as much as in the first engagement.
Most important thing is, of course, the level 3 on the Shadowhunter now.
And
but
full mana as well. Ooh, this is a strong timing.
Oh man, Soen is super unlucky. Only 2 XP missing. He's using the Clarity now to get back to full mana, but this Shadowhunter is a lot stronger.
Only needs 1 kill, but that's so difficult to get early on in an Orc Mirror. Maybe you can get a peon.
Yeah. I was thinking the same. There is Spirit Link applied here on quite a few units. Soen does the same. 49 versus 50. I love what Fly is doing here, keeping the shop down or just destroys it immediately. So no potions or clarities for Soen at the moment.
SH though, where are you stuck? Dude, where'd you go? Way too far forward, trying to pop him out does not work. Did you see how Soen expanded the surround, made it a little bit more bigger? So the SH is still stuck, really well done. Heal potion now, thank goodness he found that one. Was he baiting that? Was he actually baiting that? Because now it's turning around and slapping the Korean in the face here as his SH is still standing, still surviving, and still healing up.
That was so much damage used on that Shadowhunter. Of course, on the other side, so much damage on the units. And now the Blade Master 4, Soen is low, has to get out in Windwalk. The Kodobi is ensnared and will die. And then he gets the Grunt back, man. 40 supply only for the Korean Fly at 56.
Damn, dude. I don't think it was intentional. If it was, though, that was next level. And in the end, it certainly worked out well. The SH now dropping low. So is the Blade Master. Everything here so close to dying. Where is that shop? Soen has to ask. He gave that up too easily. The peon repair came in too late. And now his Blade Master being ensnared can't go into Windwalk. Not for the moment. He needs more mana, but the crit finishes him off. We saw the first hero kill earlier, not deciding the game. But this should be doing it. GG. And Fly with a strong comeback here takes the first game.
Indeed, the captain gets the first point for his team. If this is going to be a 1-1, then both teams get 1 point. If it's going to be a 2-0, then of course 2 points for the winning team. And Fly, yeah, what really happened there? I mean, it kind of, like, there was a hero kill, of course, in the middle, but he killed more units across the entire game, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Also, the Raiders being so late for Soen really came into effect. I think in any given fight he had 2 Raiders maximum. Maybe in the first engagement he only had 1, so the ensnare control was really low. So sacrificing that much experience early on for Fly to harass the economy, it looked dangerous, but I guess in the end it paid off. 2 tomes of experience.
2 tomes of experience, indeed.
And a Blade Master kill. And a Grunt kill in the early game, Neo. What's going on?
Crazy day here today, Remo. Crazy day. Next game is up. It's gonna be Amazonia.
Can you invite?
Yes. Just joined myself. There we go.
Nice. Looking pretty
of course
solid there, Mr. Fly.
True that. If, of course, the hero focus on the Shadowhunter works, then this fight is so over for Fly. He can't really come back. So this greater healing potion kind of saved this game.
I think so too. Without that, he must have fallen there.
Yeah. Also very unlucky for Soen to get only like, or to be 8 experience away from level 3 when Fly pushed. But we've seen this a lot from Fly, that that he knows exactly when it's time to push nowadays. Like very aggressive, not waiting for his full 50 food army.
At GCS, he surprised us with his aggression. It worked out really well into the final, especially Lolai suffered at the hands of this aggression. TH at points also seemed to be in trouble, but it was so impressive how TH just held on, waited for that one overextension, and then punished him.
I agree.
But it's refreshing to see. I feel like the orcs have lost their teeth in some regard in many matchups nowadays. The modern orcs against Undead especially comes to mind. But Fly, he's still good old Smork.
Yeah, man. That's the super aggressive orc approach. I really like that. It's a lot more entertaining, I guess. Quicker games, though. Not the super late game stuff with level 5 SH and stuff. But yeah.
Fits his personality as well, you know, hit or miss.
Exactly.
Either it's really good and really strong, or you lose your blade, and most of the time you lose. Here, though, he won the game.
So can Soen slap back and equalize this series like we had yesterday between Lucifer and Life, or will we have the first 2-0 and therefore 2 points for Team Fly? Have to wait and see. We're waiting for Soen at the moment. It seems like the Koreans are a little slower here today. And off we go with map 2 of Fly versus Soen.
Alrighty. Amazonia it is. We go from the biggest map to our smallest map. No question here. We're going to see a Blade Master once again. There is no possibility for Farseer, who anyways we've been seeing less and less the further patch day moved away, it seems like. I'm a little bit disappointed with the Farseer's presence in our tournaments, Neo.
Yeah, so what do we have to change on the Farseer to make him viable? Tough question, huh, Neo here?
Asking the hard-hitting questions.
Asking the hard questions.
I don't know, maybe buff Chain Lightning even more, so he doesn't, he relies more on Chain Lightning in the late game. I don't know. I'm not in the balance team.
Thank God. All humans would hate you. It's gonna be a big, I don't know.
No, I'm gonna give them Knights on tier 2. It's fine.
What?
Knights on tier 2, and but the tier 3 upgrade, you know what it's called? Animal War Train gives 400 extra HP, but on tier 2 they have, the appropriate amount less.
Yeah, that sounds really good. Okay, you should not work for them.
Sounds really good. What are you talking about?
It sounds super nice.
Makes him stronger on one base, but not too strong,
Do you have more creative ideas like that?
Staff of Entangling Roots from the shop at a certain point.
Oh yeah, you were talking about this before.
Yeah. But only like late into the game. Of course, early game it's way too powerful. That's an item that was in Footman Frenzy, actually. Staff of Entangling Roots. And of course, Footman Frenzy, we all know, was very, very well balanced. There were no overpowered heroes or items at all. So I think it's a good idea to take advice from that game.
I agree. So we have Soen in red spawning at the bottom here of Amazonia, sniping the Renegade. Fly in the north. He has no shop, but once again the 2 burrow attack. So he's skipping the shop, basically, and tends to be aggressive right from the start. So I wonder, like, he expects Soen to go here, or is he going there himself to snipe the item? Looks like it, right? Okay.
Yep.
So Soen goes to the upper left, most likely.
Troll pull coming in. Taking barely any damage, hoping for the slippers. His opponent was very lucky in the first game. And now he's a bit lucky himself.
+5. On the other side, we have 2 circlets here for Soen as well. 1 found, 1 bought. So I guess both can be happy with their early game so far. Soen is scouting the movement now of the first hero of his opponent. And getting dust as well. Fly doesn't have dust.
I like the burrow positioning here. He could trap one of the grunts in his base.
How is the Blade Master standing on top of the grunt? Oh, okay. Sorry.
phase movement, that is. But good movement here by Fly as well, moving that away quickly. Grunt doesn't get stuck, doesn't get killed. Oh, damn!
We have seen this before.
Try to block it again.
Oh my
nice.
god. So cool by Soen. They still revealed. And this is once again a dead Blade Master by Fly. I mean, this meme continues to rise. Invest now.
It's more than a meme by now.
Yeah.
It's church. It's gospel.
Pretty cool by Soen to block him in there. You don't lose too many resources and buy so much time now.
Yeah, and his tech is even faster this time around. So the one advantage that Fly has is he has more grunts. But what can you do with a superior number of grunts without a Blade Master? Not too much. So now once again, item sniping coming in from Soen. Renegade Wizard has a lot of great ones to offer. First and foremost, of course, Scourge Bone Chimes.
Boots of Curl Palace, all that good shit. Once again, the Room of the Magi. We explained this in map 1, why this is very good. Blade Master is already back, but he gave that mercenary camp to his opponent for free, basically, with being a little too aggressive. Claws of Attack, though, certainly happy about that. And level 2, so Critical Strike unlocked as well. Gauntlets here for more HP. But yeah, the tech is faster. And I don't think Fly is in a position to harass like he did last game and cancel stuff.
No, certainly not. The peons went undisrupted, so there should be ample amounts of lumber for Soen. He's a little shorter on gold because of that War Mill shenanigans, but it is fast enough for the SH and the Lodge right away. And he'll be able to go for a bestiary much quicker now this game than he was in the first.
Okay, so the shop goes to the Blade Master already. Not saving it for the Shadow Hunter, which is a really rare move, to say the least.
Yeah. Gets you up to level 2 immediately if you creep that shop with the SH solo. That's why it's so nice to take.
He also took out the entire laboratory, right?
I think one of them might still be standing there.
Them, yeah. Usually 2 spots that are kind of reserved for the SH. Ooh, +9 intelligence already.
Wow, he's gonna have so much windwall. Look at this guy. Look at this guy go.
Do you see it, Neo? Do you see it?
I wasn't gonna do this time. Has the wrong hunch though, as Fly is in the bottom right, hoping for his own great item. And of course, it's the Lionhorn.
+1 armor, with 6% EHP. It's not too much. Speed scroll disengagement here. Doesn't want to be attacked by the creeps too much.
But he can kill at least one grunt here, right?
Oh, he can cancel all the healing. This is so nice.
Ooh, expensive. It might be a kill as well. SH of his is coming over. He has a speed scroll. He could pop it here for some hexes, but doesn't even need to. Gets one grunt kill here, certainly. And now looking for the Shadow Hunter.
Uh-oh. Both SHs here. When will the grunts arrive? Oh, nice. Speed scroll on the seal. And the seal actually blocking here, so he has to invest his own speed scroll. But there is another hex coming. Oh my god, what a backstab. This is so funny, man. Both Shadow Hunters might die, but Soen is the first one to get his Shadow Hunter killed. So this is more experience for Fly at the moment. Can he heal his own SH? There was another hex, thanks to the clarity. And I guess he survives this? There's no more Windwalk.
Yeah. He's gonna get away. Perhaps gonna get his healing cancelled, so a lot of heal cells have been wasted, kind of. So it's a grunt for an SH trade in the end, plus a couple of heal cells. Now, one more grunt kill, that would mitigate this for Fly, I guess. Should have the damage here with the level 3 Blade Master with a nice inventory, especially with crits coming in. Yes, that will be another kill. But now that's it. The fun's over. And I guess that's the early mid-game going to Fly.
Yes, for sure. With the Shadow Hunter still alive, with a decent experience here. I mean, Shadow Hunter is back for Soen, but with barely any experience. And can't get any kills here. Okay, there's the next grunt. That's nice. Is there again a Blade Master
another
advantage?
grunt lost. And they're not so far away from each other in terms of experience, the SHs here. Only like, what is this? 60 experience difference, maybe?
The Blade Masters are actually quite equal. Ensnare is coming for Fly. His army looks quite weak, but that's the case for Soen as well. Uh-oh, the Shadow Hunter again! Will he die for the second time? The Sasquatch is attacking hard, but not enough. What
There's
clowning!
no Windwalk anymore, so he should be safe. Oh, he's trying for the surround, really, forcing the invul here. Another Walker falls. really slow there to go into ethereal form. That's a bit of a mistake. Trying
blocking.
to hex and ensnare him again. Trying to kill him off. This pesky Blade Master ensnare is not ready yet.
Should be soonish though. There we go. Oh my god. Can he somehow help him with his SH? He has no potions. He only has Hex to work with. Backstab again. Oh, Spirit Link. So important here in this situation.
So important?
Yes, Spirit Link.
So important, you know?
Ah.
A player's forces are under attack.
You spent too much time with me, man.
The dad jokes. There were no dad jokes at all at GCS. What was going on there?
Professionalism, Remo. Professionalism.
Is that why you were picking your nose in the breaks all the time when the camera wasn't on you?
Well, it's the breaks. Nobody saw me. Except you, but I don't care about that.
I like when you pick your nose. I think it's sexy.
A player's forces are under attack.
Life was doing the same. I just got a little inspired there.
Dude, Life is really good at picking his nose. Have you seen the length of his fingernails,
Yes,
man?
man.
He
Claws
can
of
get
attack.
deep in there. He can get into the brains, yo. Pretty big army here by Fly. Looking at Soin as a comparison.
I thought he stole.
What's he doing with the Raiders? Dude! And why is nobody using Ensnare? Are you serious? Hello?
Both may be a little tired here, but now, where's the rest of the army for Soin? Coming in only now, one Raider already dead. Illusion's not really working here. Blade Master of Soin is hacking slaying away, but the heal wave is there. Level 2 only on both sides.
The Illusion's gonna stoke up quite a bit of damage. Oh, unless they get disenchanted by Illusions. But Fly still with a much bigger army. Blade Master here in a surround, but plenty of mana to get out with the Windwalk. And dude, Soin has nothing left. He's trying to transfer something. Did it work or was it stolen? I'm not quite sure. He's losing everything though.
Yeah.
He's got nothing. He's got jack shit, bro. This game looking to be over very, very soon. 31 supply only left for Soin. Finally gets a return kill here on the grunt. But guess what? Your Blade's surrounded. He's got the mana for Windwalk, but he's hexed right now. But he will be getting away unless there's an Ensnare. Speed Stroll trying to get out, trying to disenchant and save his first hero. And he will get away.
Oh man, that was quite close, but he had to suffer hard in this fight. Down to 32 supply. Fly almost at 50 here. Still 300 gold to work with and more kills. This could be... no, it's not level 4, is it? With a bonus experience? Nope, pretty close.
A player's
So
forces
where do you
are
go
under
from
attack.
here if you're Soin? You are so far behind. Basically 20 supply down. Your Shadow Hunter is behind. Map control for Fly now on a very small map, so where do you go and what can you do?
I mean, honestly, he is so in trouble, dude. You're rolling your eyes right now.
What? No, I was reading chat. What did he say?
Okay, never mind. It's fine.
So in trouble? Yeah, okay.
A player's forces are
Man,
Yeah,
you're
this age needs
on
level 3
point with the
desperately,
joke.
man. Oh wait, actually Flies isn't level 3 either. Oh, he's gonna get it now.
There we
Boom.
go. Yeah. And now there's no way he can fight. Can he somehow Raider lame? I don't think he has Raiders for that, right? He doesn't have... Okay, he has one. But that's it. And on Amazonia, it's quite hard to run circles around your opponent.
And I really like that he brought over those mana items with the blade. He is in great fighting shape right now. Even has sentry wards. Wait, didn't he have sentry wards? No, never mind. He has illusions.
Illusions on
Beast.
Kodo, Remo. You know how much I like that.
You like it a lot, I know.
I like it a lot. So, Fly going in for the kill. He wants to do this 2-0-57 supply for him. Aiming for the walkers immediately to get rid of the Spirit Link. And the Kodo is ensnared as well, tanking so much damage. And with that being gone, 10% damage is gone. Fly even building a shop in the back. Really like that move. Soin is in no position to attack that at the moment. And yeah, Kodo for Fly up, Kodo for Soin dead. This should be GG pretty soon. Nice heal scroll to save that Raider for now.
Blade Master in the front here. Doesn't have the damage required. Soin's army is just way too small. That first fight was so massively done by Fly. Now he's got him in the Ensnare lock. That should be the kill. With the Hex, he ensures it. Boom! Hero dies. Game's over. GG. Let's go next.
Yeah, Soin wants to fight still a little, but now the shop is gone. There's no damage anymore. There's also basically no healing anymore. Fly enjoys this a lot, I guess. Still a raider here. He could kill that one. Oh, he's even towering up now. GG! 2-0 for Fly. Vice World Champion underlines his status as the favorite here. So ends Orc Mirror. Historically bad. And once again, he is defeated in that matchup.
And just by the way, he lost his Blade Master both games early.
True that. So Team Fly leads 2-0. We have the best of threes coming. WFZ versus FoCuS next, and then Colorful versus Chimiko, Undead Orc, and Night Elf Human. Remo, what can we hope for more? I don't know, but we can thank Mr. Chumpesk, the Warcraft 3 caster legend, for the 17-month resub. Thank you very much for still following the scene and us. And yeah.
So is it gonna be WZ versus FoCuS first, or?
Yes, I just said that.
Yeah, I thought you were just saying those were the games, not the order necessarily.
Ah, no, it's the order. Fly versus FoCuS. WFZ versus FoCuS next.
All right, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a Dreadlord most likely. Again.
Hopefully. Another sub coming in, 3-month resub for FK069. Thank you very much to you as well, my man. We go into a small commercial break here, and then we'll be right back. At Back to Warcraft with Team Fly versus Team FoCuS, TeD's Special Funny Cup. We are cutting this break short as the game has already begun. WFZ versus FoCuS in a best of 3. The winner takes 3 points. The loser goes home empty-handed. It's once again China versus Korea. But this time it's Orc versus Undead. 2-0 for Team Fly. FoCuS, the team captain, steps in the ring and has to get some points for his team. You are muted.
Damn, dude. Always forget. But how quick were you with that cigarette, dude? That must have eaten that thing.
I knew that the invites were there super quick, so I only smoked half.
Nice, you can enjoy the other half later. How's the weather outside?
It's like a storm brewing up, man.
Don't you like storms?
I do, but I have to go to work later, so I don't really like that when I'm outside.
Yeah, to the subway station. It's a bit of a walk from your place.
It's like 2 minutes.
But in the old apartment it was longer, right?
It was 4 minutes.
Yeah, it's longer. Well, as far as Warcraft is concerned, we have Blade Master versus Demon Hunt. Blade Master versus DK. Still no Farseers. Where are the Farseers, Neo?
I don't know, man. I think
Where are they at?
They're extinct.
Where are they at?
Or on holidays or something. They were so busy when the patch came out, and I mean, they are not used to that anymore, right? They were chilling in the altar for basically years, and then everybody was playing them. They got just tired. I think they're on a
They're
cruise
pretty old
right now.
after all. I mean, they're like gray, they're bearded.
They're
Same
wolves
is the
as well.
case for the Blade Master, to be honest. But he's looking fit, dude. Look at this guy.
Yeah, he's like
He's even
Moot and Roshi.
I don't know if I would call that guy fit, man.
Of course,
It's like
Player's forces are
dude. Have you seen his abs? That guy is made of iron.
I guess so. Is that how you want to be when you grow old? Like, live in a world where being where sexually harassing women is fine.
How do you get that idea?
It's Moot and Roshi.
Yeah, but I mean, if I live like Moot and Roshi, I think stuff
I
is
watched
fine.
the new Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt season a little bit, and maybe I got the idea. It's not about, you know, this country is working against men. It's incredible. White men in particular. We have it so hard nowadays.
Wow, that sounds incredibly stupid. But alright, WFZ taking out the mercenary camp here with a lot of skeletons as we're used to seeing from him now. Without fiends in the early. Got a mantle, got a slippers. It's okay, but not what he wants. Blade Master on the other side. Slippers, ring, and gloves. So he's a little tanky and a little bit more damage coming out. Is he in time? No, he's not. Big healing potion for him against the Blade Master, not too bad.
Oh, he's looking for the ghouls.
Yep, and it looks decent, I
He's
guess.
fast with a second backstab. Maybe he can get it.
I don't want to go for it.
Not gonna go for it now.
Also not going for the ziggurats here at all.
I like that WZ is incorporating the ghouls here more into creeping. Of course, depends on the map whether you can do that early, but here it works really well. Level 2, right off the bat, he has those 4 ghouls, which are useful very, very early for creeping and very, very late for the Dreadlord timing. And then in between, they're only going to be harvesting lumber. So I like that he got something good out of the early game with them. Now he got new Rods of Necromancy, and with the level 2, he can now creep fairly easily, even without them.
Yeah, I agree. On the other side, Blademaster has a very good inventory, I think. Sold the ring, gets 2 circlets here.
Oh, yeah.
So he's well prepared for what's to come here on Terraner Stand LV. But as you said, DK is rising up to level 3. Tech is basically around the same time here. The Orc a little bit faster.
Oh, but check out what he's creeping. If this is a Book of the Dead, dude, we have to call Matt Morris. But then again, the enemy is late into tech, so it wouldn't be that devastating. Yeah. But it's not the book, it is the heal words.
Also alright, especially with no spirit link then. And he still wants to creep, so the creeps won't attack this. So we will heal up during creeping. Nice usage of time there.
DK hoping for his own claws of attack down here. Circle, not too bad either. Lots of bonus intelligence for him. Also the ring at this current creeping stage, really nice.
Yeah. So he can tank a little bit more with the DK.
Yeah. And if he gets pressured, he's gonna have an easy time recovering. With the Blademaster finally finding the Death Knight, but he's not level 3, can't chase him down too easily. And I love how much mana WFZ saved here. So if on tier 2, the Orc should decide to be aggressive, he's gonna have so many coils to use defensively.
Yeah, exactly. Both players, pretty disappointing performances at GCS. FoCuS dropping out last place in his group after a loss against Colorful and then TH. WFZ was in a hard group with Foggy Life and Fly. Went to the winner bracket final, but then dropping 2 games in a row. Not what he wants for sure. Lich is coming, Sacrificial Pit as well before the Slaughterhouse, so this is his patented Dreadlord early Shade build. Does FoCuS have a solution already for this? Fly certainly had.
Yeah, he's playing this pretty standard so far, like no deviation, no early expo, no pressure early on. But rather creeping, getting his level 3 blade early will get it with this camp, and even a Tome of Experience laying on the ground. What a greeting for this SH. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, in general, the Orc's kind of blessed with good items and good tomes today. So this is close to level 2 for him. Oh, it is level 2 actually.
Unfortunate here with the item though, only the Lion Horn once again. DK creeping up north with his Lich. He kept a few camps around his main because he knows he has very little power to use at the moment. Stuck on only 2 Fiends for so long until he has all that tier 3. Gets the Merchant, gets the Gold Mine, but the item's already gone, he will find to his dismay. But still good experience.
Yeah, that will be level 3 for the DK most likely. On the other side, so much space for the Shadow Hunter, and yeah, this is the nice heal ward creeping phase. Yeah. He gets the second Enforcer there as well. Second chance for the Book of the Dead, or Mana Stone, or whatever.
It's a nice thing when creeping with this as Orc, you can be really lazy, don't have to care about heal cells getting cancelled, don't have to care about stuff dropping low, you just have healing in the back. It's really comfortable.
Yeah, and you don't have to use mana at all. Oh, that's nice. So what is it? Mana Stone. Oh boy. Big mana regen and basically a potion combined in one item. WFZ is not using his statues at the moment. He's at tier 3. Maybe didn't set the rally point or saving it.
Doesn't want him to get purged, maybe. Blademaster does have the purge orb now. He is really scary. Does he find the quick kill here? Ooh. That was super close.
But he continues to attack. Still a lot of damage here to come. Picks up the Tome of Strength. Nova doesn't really affect anything there.
Just Nova the level 1 creep. What?
Yeah, I think he wanted to slow the Blademaster, but he was out of range already.
Alright. Keeps the Fiend alive though, most likely. But that's a lot of mana that the DK had to invest already. In fact, he's out of mana now, hoping for the purge. Didn't get it.
Shadow Hunter is up at level 3. Getting the Sasquatch as well. It's a quick rise to close to 4. Sentry wards for him as well. And it is, once again, the Dreadlord for WFZ. His time is coming now. Slowly but steady. Destroyer upgrade 40% done. Lich is not level 3 though. Orb of Corruption is in his inventory. Blademaster looking fierce on level 3. The inventory for the Shadow Hunter is good as well. TC reinforced defenses, Kodo, all that normal stuff that we
A
see
player's
from Orcs in
forces
Tier
are
3.
under attack.
I like the sentry positioning here. It is pretty much a given now that the Shade is going to be chasing you. So FoCuS wants to make sure that it's not too easy to find him here. So here is the timing from the Undead, coming from the north. But the Dreadlord isn't here yet. I wonder if that's the best idea. Want to perhaps steal the item, that didn't quite work. Might be rewarded with the Raider for his troubles. Doesn't invest the mana though, there will be a heal wave, keeps it alive. The big item was greater invul for the Blade Master.
Yeah.
And now he can't get slapped.
That is true. 15 seconds of being awoken. So Watchtower is coming, reinforced defenses should finish soon, so then it's basically unkillable. See it now. TC is out as well. So very good situation for FoCuS at this point, I'd say.
Yeah, I'm surprised he doesn't go over there to kill this tower. We know how difficult it becomes to raise these buildings once they are actually up. But he continues creeping instead. Very little experience to be gathered. In the top right, there's a lot of experience still.
Yeah.
If he goes to creep this up, there's probably going to be a tiny Great Hall down there. And I think this is the very same... Didn't this occur pretty much exactly the same at GCS? Where he was creeping the top right and then gave the Orc too much time for the tiny Great Hall. Here it is.
Yeah.
Oh, but this could be a nice creep check opportunity.
Oh yeah, he's backed against the mercenary camp basically. No TP. Also no Shadowhunter at the moment. Here he comes. First little Answer the Ghoul. The stun was okay, but not hitting too much there. When will we see the first sleep? There we go. How fast is FoCuS in waking him up? Pretty fast. TC dropping low, but Epicenter Storm to buy some time. He's dead now though.
Only level 1 hero who died, however. Kodo Beast has eaten, but there's gonna be a coil. There's no more mana for Nova. In general, these undead heroes not the most mana, especially on the Lich. You have more sleeps, but on the ground, everything seems to have fallen already. Usually the beginning of the fight especially supposed to go in the undead's favor, but this is not working out well. He's gonna get this Kodo. Oh no, perfect heal wave as well. Gets it with a coil, but now he's out of mana. The Blade Master is free to reign against the Destroyers. He doesn't have piercing damage here to take him out too quickly, but the Blade may be able to do it by himself. Lich dropping low, invul for him. And this Blade still has his invul.
Can he somehow kill that Kodo? That would be huge. Yes, he gets it. And the Fiend is coming back as well. So in the end, WFZ's fight was way better than I initially thought. FoCuS down to 37. Of course, buying time for his expansion. But the Undead is still standing strong at 50. Didn't lose a single Destroyer. I thought, okay, you almost wasted 2,000 damage on those two Kodos. But in the end, he got them both, and that was really important. He now Sacrificial Skull to counter-expand this, while FoCuS is already mining from his tiny Great Hall. This, of course, takes some time to pay off. We see the first Forest Troll Headhunters
Players' forces are
and
under attack.
rebuilds the two Kodo Beasts. But WFZ is pushing in again.
Tome of Experience once again. TC is gladly gonna grab that up. That's gonna be level 2, big upgrade for him. Dangerous Creepjack position once again. I'm surprised that FoCuS is moving out here without scouting at all, because this army of his is tiny at the moment. Blade Master though gonna get level 4 here, big upgrade for him. And the item, the Ruined Bracers.
Oh, nice. This is so good for him. On the Shadow? No, on the TC he has them, as well as a potion. On the other side, we see a big potion of mana on the Death Knight, which is also really nice. He's walking around without a town portal, though. And we all know we have stun, we have hacks, we have ensnares. There's a lot of disable, and he can't allow to be caught off guard here.
Doesn't have Death Pact yet, but could get it here with the 2 little camps still remaining. I hope he goes for it. I've been seeing more and more Aura level 2 versus Orc, which I think is a very, very silly choice indeed. And he's deciding, okay, he does spread the experience here, doesn't give it solo to anybody, and that is...
You're so
not level 4.
You're so harsh on both of these races when it comes to, like, strategic choices.
I mean, it helps you win the video game.
The video games.
The video game.
Okay.
And once again, patented WFZ move, Counter Expo, the only undead in the world who seems to do this. And so far it isn't getting pressured, but of course the Orcs Expo has been standing for a long time. He has been mass producing here, Mr. FoCuS. He's already up at 63. If he moves north now, this could be
A player's forces
a deadly
are under
attack perhaps, but we are going to have towers up there as well.
2 heal potions, 1 invul, another invul on the Blade Master. These heroes are well protected. He's going for Wyvern now as well. WFZ has web upgrade already. The Berserker upgrade is coming too, so more tankiness on those headhunters who will morph in a bit. There we go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. But on the other side, we have 2 towers at WFZ's expansion. Dreadnought is not level 3 yet, but the other heroes look fine. Still no TP. Can't afford it at the moment with the big investment into this expansion.
Yeah, no invuls for him, especially dangerous. Heal potion heals you for 500, that's nice, but he does have death pact, by the way. I like. Yeah, but that heal potion might not be good enough with Ensnare, with Hex and Stomp, and of course the Blade Master laying into you with his nice inventory. And the level 4. Sentry Ward here, nicely placed. Gives good vision, and of course FoCuS doesn't want to attack into that Expo. Instead, he wants to catch off reinforcements, and here's a nice Fiend for his trouble.
But he has no... Oh, he has Dust, actually, on the TC. Well prepared. 2 Kodo Beasts there as well, so he has 1 backup Kodo and can get rid of, like, 6 supply if he gets 2 Fiends. Sacrificial Pit is gone, so no transition into Boneyard possible anymore. But here comes WFZ with 4 Destroyers.
The DK in trouble in the front line. He's in a bad position. Uses the first death pack. Here we go. But now invul on the blade. Can't get silenced anymore. Stomp coming in as well. He's trying to transfer the healing potion. Can he get it in time? Yes, he does. Gets it. Just barely. Might still not be good enough. He gets to walk away. And now this was a big commitment to this DK kill. Didn't get it. Even ghouls coming in from the main. Gonna be very nice against the Raiders and the Headhunters both. Lich now in a dangerous position. But more and more sleep coming in. Even A-bombs coming in now. FoCuS. Is he throwing this game away? It's looking pretty dire for him. More coils. Healing up those destroyers. The Lich is gonna be safe. The Blade Master once again asleep on the job. Still so much mana for WFZ. Losing Fiends left and right, but also taking out Raiders. But once the sleep mana is gone, can this Blade Master do it by himself? It's almost time. He has 1 more sleep only. There it is. This will be the last one. Can the Blade turn this around? Big Stomp once again. TC out of mana now himself, however. Dropping low. Has those potions, but doesn't use them.
Invul and heal potion on the TC, and still he dies. Shadowhunter used the invul. He has a shop up there now for getting a little bit of mana. Speed scroll to disengage as well. But man, WFZ looks like a small army, but it's 63 supply with 3 destroyers, 3 heroes, and the A-bomb here. Expansion is super safe. Temple of the Damned coming up now for damage mitigation transition, and FoCuS has to use all his gold to get the army back now.
And once again, a hero kill attempt backfiring here. How much damage did he put into this DK? He used Death Pact, he used the Greater Healing Potion, he had Frost Armor all the time. And his Raiders died around him, and so did the Headhunters. That Ghoul flank from the main also came in very handy, the A-bomb later on. And suddenly... seems to be favoring the undead, I guess. But the Orc Expo is still very fortified.
FoCuS invested into a tiny Great Hall, not getting his units back. The first Raider falls, the second Raider falls. There is a heal wave that helps him a little, but no time for the tiny Great Hall. Yeah. DK is coming here, was kind of greedy to fight that as well. But of course, he had to.
And now the Dreadnought is level 3. So much more sleep if he's full mana.
And that happened in the fight before.
Yeah.
So he had
Lich level 4 as well. He can eat some Fiends if he really wants to. But this is still a dangerous position to fight into. Ensnares on the Destroyers plus the Towers will result in a lot of damage.
We have 2 heal scrolls, 2 invuls on the Orc heroes. Nothing on the Blade Master though. He's kind of a glass cannon. Sets up the Great Hall. And WFZ seems to smell this somehow. And it's okay, you wanted to go for the bottom left. That I cancelled for you, so there's only one option. And that's so hard to defend for FoCuS.
Yeah, no towers up there, no burrows. Is the army for him strong enough? Pretty much only piercing damage, plus a couple of ensnares. Blade Master dropping low, very low indeed. Heal wave will be there, but he is low HP now, doesn't have an invul anymore, trying to transfer this. Sandy's gonna die. We have Stomp coming in, but only level 1 Stomp, not that dangerous at this point, and more sleep against the Blade. Getting focused next is the TC. He will get back to the safety of the Berserkers. He eat a potion as well. More and more Raiders are dying. Both sides here dropping low on mana, and now all Raiders are dead. No more ensnares to be worrying about. TC, once again, low HP invul will save him. Good potion usage here by the Orc. SH for him doesn't have mana anymore. No more healing from the Shadowhunter. And, well, he has a clarity running, but that's going to be the only thing. Also, however, the Death Knight, super low. Which healing is going to win out in the end? The TC falls again. Third death for him.
Wow.
He has a Kodo in the stomach, though, but his army is so small now.
Yeah, the Abomination there, getting devoured. He's focusing the wrong Kodo. Kodos in general didn't eat too much or very, very slow only. And here we go again. No TC, no stun, no endurance aura for him, and it's continuing to sleep. The Blade Master here for damage mitigation. The Kodo is gone, but the A-bomb is still in the stomach here. Fiend with a nice burrow this time. Okay, he still has a dust and gets the kill in the end, but level 4 on the Dreadlord now.
Destroyers are gonna get taken out by these Berserkers. They're good at that, but against the rest of the army, they have barely any damage. The Blade Master has to do it all by himself. His inventory is nice, but is it good enough? Now he's cursed up as well. The one Banshee that we had coming in, doing a good job. Level 5, DK, using the coil defensively and taking out the units at the side. After the TC kills, he's only interested in killing off those Raiders, those Berserkers, and so easy to do with these high-level heroes. Only thing he's missing is mana, but even without it, he is taking this fight very handedly, saving the Destroyer as well.
Blade Master's close to 5 though. Yeah, FoCuS has to run, of course. He's close to level 5 on the Blade and close to level 5 on the Shadow Hunter as well. But man, these Abominations, with those 2 auras, Unholy and Vamp Aura, they are so incredibly tanky, it's unbelievable. Maybe even with Frost Armor on top if they get attacked. FoCuS has 2 bases, 3 bases actually, for quite some time. So he's getting a lot of gold and might be able to reproduce his army rather quick. But WFZ must put on some pressure. He has good damage against this as well. 600 gold in the main, more Fiends. And Master Training for the Banshee is about to be finished.
With only 1 temple, okay, so he has Master now. Not the most mana on that 1 Banshee only, which he has. FoCuS is trying to hold him back. Don't let him get up to that Expo, but the Shade has scouted it now. And how can you hold? I hope to hold that expansion up there.
There was a small little move here by WFZ that I really liked. There was a Clarity running on the Shadow Hunter, so he slapped him. The Clarity continued to work on him, and then he FoCuS had to attack his own Shadow Hunter, cancels the healing just to wake him up because he needed that heal wave. So 1 sleep basically got rid of 1 Clarity.
Pretty cool. Good mana now on the Orc heroes for SH and TC. Better than on the Undead side, one could argue, but of course statues are in the back. Blade Master needs to take them out quickly in the fight, but how can he? When he's getting slapped once again, every single time we hear the sound coming off, and at this point the focus fire against the Raiders in the front lines is so sick. Kodos trying to eat against the A-bombs, doesn't quite get it off yet, and already 2 units have fallen for the Orc here. TC
Possession,
dropping super low.
Possession on the Kodo, and he gets the A-bomb back as well. That was a masterful move, and he eats the Berserker. What a genius strike by WFZ. The TC Invul Potion there, Kodo gets taken care of, but man, what a loss for FoCuS. Now the Invul Potion is over. It's time to nuke the TC again, who dies for the 3rd time, and that must be it. Sleep continues. GG by FoCuS. And WFZ takes map number 1. That's the 3rd consecutive map win for Team Fly.
Strong comeback there by WFZ. After that first big engagement, which totally went the Orcs' way, it looked like FoCuS was supposed to have that game, but once again, the counter expansion by WFZ. And I think Orcs have to start scouting against this better. It takes such a long time for the towers to get up, for it to actually pay off. I think if FoCuS had pressured this earlier, this could have been his game, but very well done by WFZ here, fighting his way back.
Absolutely. 1-0 for him. FoCuS didn't look too strong, actually. Like, the TC loss in general, up in the north there, with the Rune Bracers, with the Healing Potion, and the Invul Potion, this is never allowed to happen.
Must have misclicked, because as you said there in that moment, he used the Invul on the SH instead.
Yeah.
So did he maybe press F2 instead of F3 or something?
Maybe.
I don't know.
Thank you, Desbris or Debris, not too sure, for the sub. Of course, if you sub, you get the replay packs sooner than anyone else. Okay, the sub.
So yeah, first we had a best of 2, but now this is best of 3, so will be our last series map pick now with FoCuS. Can't stand the tension here. I don't know yet. Twisted Meadows, no surprise.
You're in?
Yep.
Yes, you are. Okay, sweet. Yeah, Twisted it is. Big items for the Orc here. Same goes for the Undead, but for the Orc it should be better.
Do you know how the vetoing works here? Is there any vetoing?
I don't know, man.
Because normally this will be the #1 veto for the Undead. But I mean, WFZ plays his own style, right? He plays his weird Dreadlord fast shade strategy.
Yeah.
And with that, maybe this map isn't quite so bad. Because I feel like the Dreadlord, the first time we saw him, that level 1 push looked super impressive, but Orcs have been getting better and better at defending that. And here, actually, that timing with the Dreadlord got pretty much dismantled by FoCuS. That was really well done. And after that, I feel like he seems so weak. Only once he gets to level 3 later on does he really feel valuable again. And of course, the issue there was FoCuS feeding him pretty sick in that northern engagement.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Map number 2. This could be a fairly early expansion play from the Orc if he wants to do that. Again, I think this is something that can be powerful against that strategy. But for that, you need 2 borrow tech, I guess. And FoCuS. He looked pretty solid there, going standard for so long. I wonder if he felt that he threw that game away, kind of. Because
Yeah,
it did look like it a little.
I'm really... Like, I was so surprised about the second Tiny Great Hall.
Yeah,
After
that
he
was
lost the fight.
So greedy.
That was... I don't know, I didn't understand that at all. So, WFZ 1, FoCuS 0, map number 2, and match points for WFZ. It could be a 5-0 right here for Team Fly.
And that would already conclude this, of course. The winner, at least.
Yeah, but then, of course, we still need the second best of 3. Because you need 6 points, not 5. By the way, the best of 2 is completely useless. Did you notice that? You just have to win 2 best of 3s and then it's it. Like, best of 2 makes no sense at all. Doesn't matter who wins this.
Well, who came up with that format?
Not me.
Too bad, man. I know you're a big fan of 2v2.
No, I don't mean the 2-on-2, I mean the best of 2. Because the 2-on-2 is best of 3 as well, you get 3 points for that. You know?
Ah, yeah, now I get it.
You need 6 points, so you need to win 2 best of 3s, and the best of 2 makes no sense at all. Because there's no point sharing in best of 3.
Well, that's the way it is, I guess.
Yeah, China.
You know what I really like about this WFZ strategy, though?
Yep.
I think it has some glaring issues, but it also has one big upside, which usually undeads never get to enjoy, and that is statues. Statues are, I think, the most underrated undead unit. I feel like they carry the game against Night Elves for the last couple of years, and against Human also very strong. The good thing about them is they're mechanical, they can't get taken out too easily. Against Orc, they could. Raiders run in, end snare, Blade Master takes him out. But that's not so easy to accomplish with this Dreadlord style.
When you're still
with
sleeping.
Sleep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
You can't reposition too much. Or while you're asleep, you have the time to move the statues into a safer position. Yeah, good point there, actually.
But in the last big fight there, in the first big timing, he morphed all of his destroyers.
Yeah.
Which also makes sense, though, because you want to grab the lead early in that fight. You want to have all the damage possible, as long as the Blade Master is asleep. And then by the time he comes out of his slumber, you want to have won that fight. So it's an interesting decision. What do you want to go for? Destroyer mana or the statues, which should be safe. But that was the first game. Here we are in the second game. It is very likely that WFZ will stick to his strategy. That's the way he plays. He finds his build. He perfects it, and then he sticks with it to the bitter end.
Exactly. Like, he can get countered many times, but until he comes up with something new, he just continues playing it. And he was very successful with that style, also in the old patch, where he was the only undead not vetoing Terrana Stand and had this special worm play on that map.
Yeah, and it seems like with his shape play, it would kind of lend itself to that once again, Frostworms. but seems like he's no longer such a big fan of those. Rather going for the counter expo.
Yeah.
He's been doing this so much now. I wonder if it's just a fixed part, you know, in his strategy. If he relies on it every single time. Of course, if he wins the game earlier than not, but that's pretty unlikely. Look at this creep from WFZ. Skeletons and ghouls, 2 ghouls only for the big warlord.
Special WFZ creep route, I guess. I haven't seen that before.
Is he gonna scout it though? Blade Master. Oh, no. Nighttime gives him the safety and the
Sobi mask. Gets 1 ghoul ensnared here, so he has to use 1 coil most likely. But yeah, FoCuS not scouting for that. Why would he? But he's level 3 on his Blade Master as well. Not too bad. Tech-wise, we have a pretty big advantage for FoCuS.
Is it? I mean, it's a little bit.
Oh, can he get this grunt? He has plenty of coils to work with, but only level 1, so maybe not.
And there should be a scroll of speed on the orc side.
Yeah.
Makes getting this kill very difficult. But at least now the Blade Master's finally found him. Would love to steal some last hits.
Oh, there's no dust here. Big chance for FoCuS to grab this Null Brood and keep the the TK far away from level 3. There we go.
Why didn't he coil that? He's full mana. With his Sobi mask. Was probably looking somewhere else. Tier 3 rushed here from both players. Lining up perfectly the timing for their tech here. Oh, and he kills the Acolyte. So now... Oh, is he gonna be stuck here? No, he has more Windwalk mana, never mind. But that is him out of mana now, so stalking for last hit is gonna be a lot more difficult with this.
So this Acolyte kill is actually really big because he started the tech, he still has 5 Acolytes, so you would say, okay, he's still mining, that wasn't a big deal, but since we know how much reliant WFZ is on that Shade scouting and how much he prefers the Sacrificial Pit, this destroyed a big part of WFZ's game plan.
And especially on TM, where it's so hard to scout your opponent with only skeletons, this Shade would have helped him so much to know the whereabouts of his opponent's army. Because he is going to look for that timing push once again, most likely with the Dreadlord coming out later. And with no Shade being there, may have a very tough time to find that fight that he wants.
Yeah, I agree. So the first Fiends are coming out, Lich is there, so he wants to creep. This is not too ideal because he doesn't get an item from this anymore, but maybe a Tome of Experience, and then he has level 3 guaranteed. On the other side, FoCuS creeping more effectively with the Blade Master around, which is interesting, but I guess he needs the damage. Potion of Greater Healing, Power Stroll Berserker, this doesn't look too bad for him if he uses those potions this time.
We certainly hope so. Moving over to... be aggressive here, potentially. Once again, this could be successful. The Undead only has 2 Fiends for such a long time with this strategy. But he has plenty of mana to heal them up, and of course a TP to evacuate if need be. Oh, but actually, he's going for the laboratory here. He has a Scroll of Speed. Zappers, we've seen him using them in the past quite frequently. Could be coming in here once again.
Yeah, that is the best position for FoCuS to do that. What can he bomb? Quite a bit. Pit is up.
The 2 Ziggurats.
Yeah.
He scouted the main before. Would be very surprised if he doesn't abuse this here in a moment.
Rune Bracers again. And does he have the gold? Yeah, 460. That could certainly be a Zapper. On the other side, easy creeping for WFZ here. Cloth plus 9. Good Lich.
There's a
There we
Zapper.
go. Ding, ding,
But
ding,
he's
ding,
running
ding,
into
ding,
the
ding, ding.
main. Can he block it? He needs to move out an Acolyte in time, but oh, he goes for the shop instead and doesn't even hit it right. So the shop remains standing. Only 1 Ziggurat killed, no Acolyte kills follow-up, so that's actually not even worth it.
Yeah, WFZ is not even supply stuck, so he still can go for a unit. He still can go for statues since the Tome of Relics survived. Goes for the Destroyer upgrade now, will be at 40 supply soon, and then the Ziggurat is ready. This Zapper accomplished nothing. Except the 150 gold, 50 lumber for the Ziggurat.
Oh, it's a Zeppelin, dude. Island Expo? What?
We've seen Island Expos yesterday in Lucifer versus Life. Actually, 2 of the red spots were crapped.
Something think that's very rare nowadays on Twisted Meadows.
Yes, absolutely. We have a shade out, so he knows that he has time with FoCuS creeping the second mercenary camp. Scroll speed, scroll the beast, okay. Does he have? He must have web, right? He's going for it.
Actually gonna creep it.
Lols.
Alright. WZ's meta, dude. 2 base versus 2 base.
There's no acolyte here yet, but of course it takes quite a bit to get rid of this big dragon.
With no orb and only 2 fiends, this isn't gonna be too easy to creep though.
Yeah, this dragon is so sick. 2.2k. The lack of orb really hurts here.
Yep. This isn't looking too easily doable.
Well, at least the red drake hasn't eaten yet. I think he knows how to do it, right? FoCuS has so much time though. TC is out.
Yeah. This is not the most efficient experience gathering per minute, but he's gonna expand. Here we go. Undead Expo before the Orc. Alright. WFZ special.
Yeah, this will this be scouted now that FoCuS knows that WFZ is nowhere? He's not looking for a fight. He can't
He hasn't
find
been
him.
scouting with a blade for a very long time. So for all he knows, he may just be creeping the regular map.
So this is working out, as you see. Just took like a minute or so. Was it worth it? Potion
How
of
is this lich
Restoration.
already almost level 3, dude?
Quite a bit of experience on that spot.
Wait, what did he
Potion of
creep?
Restoration.
The other gold mine, I guess. The rest
Yeah.
of the merchant.
Yeah.
Alright. Alright.
Temple, Dreadlord, expansion. The unusual WFZ plays continue.
Also a lot of creeping, of course, for the Orc. He is not just sitting idly by.
The Blade Master is pretty sick, by the way, with plus 11 agility.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And now Spell Shield could be nice. Staff of Silence could be nice. Pendant
Plus
of Energy
27
could be
blade.
nice. What? Oh yeah. With the Kodo Aura now. Orb of Darkness. Meh.
Could be okay for the TC to just attack destroyers, but it's also a lot of gold coins that maybe you want more. However, now in the creeping phase for sending them out to scout, it's also pretty cool. I'm so surprised that he so rarely uses reveal. Like, shades are always going to be on the butt. It has become obvious by now. But I guess he's not bothered by that.
Counter expansion by FoCuS. Oh, Staff of Silence, baby. No Dispel in the Orc army. This is such a gift from the RNGesus.
That's so sick. He can sleep the blade, silence the TC. 2 heroes are useless.
Or the Shadow Hunter, of course. If
For a
he's-
bit of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really strong. Again, Obsidian statue parked in the main to not be handed to FoCuS too easily.
But once again, I feel like WFZ is getting away with this early/mid game too easily. Like, look at this army. He shouldn't be allowed to creep this much. He has 2 fiends, a destroyer, and a statue, plus his 3 heroes. What do you find here? Zoe Mask?
No, Robe
he
of
had
the
that before.
Magi.
Ah, Robe, also really nice.
Yeah, insane items here, man. Potion of Restoration from the red spot before. Blade Master sees it now, of course, checks the inventory. And now he knows that the island has been crap. And snares are coming. This must be a TP, but nice hacks. The expo is actually not finished, but he's TPing nevertheless. Has
Look
no
at the attack speed! Ba-bam! Blade Master, dude. Plus 11 agility, plus a Gloves of Haste. That's a lot of deeps.
A player's forces are under attack.
Orc hero levels are where they're supposed to be. 4-3-3, that's where you feel very confident to fight. The expo is gonna finish up here. Dude, only like 5 seconds more. WZ being 5 seconds faster, he would have been able to cancel that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then he would have been in a great position this game.
I think he's still doing fine. Closing in at 60 supply, good hero levels as well, 55 for FoCuS. He's going for a lodge now,
Yeah,
so
I
this
like that.
transition costs, but it's so important to have that dispel.
Yeah, not only against Curse, also if you have the mana, against
Player's
Sleep.
forces are under attack.
Usually you can only cancel that after, 2 to 3 seconds. With Dispel, it's instant. And this Blade Master's damage is, of course, going to be pretty damn strong with his high levels, with his great items. More items on the ground. Rope. Dude, he has 3 heroes and he's slot starved. Look at this. He has no more inventory space.
Yeah, pretty good. We have 2 invul potions here. 1 big healing on the orc side. No mana potions. WFD is continuing to scout. TP here, Talisman of Evasion there, and only the Potion of Restoration. So no invuls on the undead side.
You know, I've been getting more and more of a fan for Talisman, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you agree that I was right all the time? All along?
No, of course not. But for heroes which are by nature gonna tank in a battle, it's nice.
Yeah.
There's a little specialty here though. When you get hexed, it doesn't work anymore, as far as I know. But that shouldn't become too effective, maybe.
Really? I didn't know
Players'
that.
forces are under attack.
That's certainly the way it works in Dota, and I think it's also the way in Warcraft 3, but I'm not 100% on this.
Okay.
Blade
But
almost level 5 here.
It's
SH
only the
level
Talisman,
4.
right? Like if you have a Parrot of Vitality, you still have the same amount of HP.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just...
That's weird.
I think it's just dodge chance. Can a demon hunter dodge when he's hexed? I don't know.
know.
I think it's like, it's considered a critter. That's also why you don't get experience from that, you know, when you're hexed. But not 100%, guys. Don't quote me.
Weird Warcraft mechanics sometimes.
Yes.
DH can dodge, they say. Possession is coming once again, by the way. 60% done. First elimination as well.
Big armies here on both sides. Slightly bigger for the orc, but no walkers yet. I feel like he really needs them at this point. Like, Curse is gonna be so effective. How many banshees do we have? Only 2. Wow, that's actually pretty low. So they could get taken out very fast, actually.
But then you have the statues on the ground. I mean, it took some time to get adept at master training. You can still buy 2 more banshees now. They're also not too well protected. I mean, maybe with the Zeppelin you can protect them.
Yeah, if he's fast with the sleep, though, the Blade Master certainly shouldn't be able to snipe him too quickly. And there are going to be shades nearby. Shade has lost track of the orc for now. Finds some of the army once again.
Twisted Meadows is completely empty except 1 green spot. And the islands.
And the islands, yeah.
Oh, this is not too good for WFZ. FoCuS is poking into his base and he's just about to start this creep. He's not starting it, so he doesn't take damage. He sacrifices his pit. And
I mean, it's a sacrificial pit, right?
Wow.
Here we go! TP home. A lot of the army was already parked here. But FoCuS, does he want to fight? He wants to lure him out a little further, I guess.
Yeah, but
Off the Blight, ideally. He
He used the second Tiny Greater, so he has 3 gold mines now. And he's scanning. This one. He sees, oh damn. He used 150 gold for nothing. And he didn't even scan this one, right? So he knows now. Saving that 50 gold.
But he's got so much gold. He's got 900 Gs already. More and more coming in.
It's a fairly early second expo. Like, main gold mine is not about to expire.
It's gonna be really hard to micro these battles for both sides. I'd argue to say even harder for the orc. But they don't want to fight yet, Neo. How long are we into this game? Like 15 minutes? We haven't had a real fight yet.
We are 17 minutes 20 into the game.
Still chilling.
I mean, if you lose this fight, it's basically over, especially for WFZ.
High upkeep for the orc.
Wow,
Ooh, baby.
91 supply. We had a 100 supply Night Elf army yesterday. Today we might see a 100 supply Orc army.
Not even master training on the walkers. I'm disappointed. He has 3 of them now with decent mana. Look at the damage on the Berserkers, by the way. +8, dude. Ooh, baby.
Yeah. So actually, FoCuS has 3 gold mines, but WFZ is getting more gold. Ah, no, he's in upkeep as well. We have a 90 versus 94 supply fight coming in, boys. And girls.
Why is he using anti-magic shell, dude?
Against the storm damage.
It's been buffed.
Oh Oh
It does
man.
work against walker damage as well, but I don't think that's what you have to fear too much. Like, isn't this a massive waste of mana?
I think so too.
Only one statue on the ground, surprisingly, here for WFZ.
I've seen this before though, and I don't know why. Protects from Hex? Really?
No, it doesn't.
No, right?
No. Nonsense.
Nonsense.
Nonsensical. Distraction, maybe. That might be the case for anybody who's ever casted an Undead Mirror. Who
Yep.
know? Or played. So FoCuS playing the smart,
Town is under
threatening the
siege.
counterattack here.
Players'
Once
forces
the
are
opponent moves out, he knows he's up a base. TP home. It's hard to hit everything with a speed scroll now. As you can see, not
Oh, the
everything's hit.
stun! Oh, nice sleep right before the stun comes in. That was so important, but here we go.
DK in trouble. Death Pact?
No, potion. But he's still down to 50%. That didn't work that too well. And now he has to... Like, where is he? The position is so bad.
And dude, look at this reach around. It's like 300 degrees of Orc army
Yeah.
encircling this Undead army. It's 100 supply. Everything is melting around WFZ's feet, as it seems, as he's dropping lower and lower. 64 supply only left. Still 94 for the Orc, level 4 for the TC. No more mana for him. But this army is absolutely
Oh my
kicking
God.
ass in this battle.
213 critical strike. Another coil here, but man... This does not look good for WFZ at all. Plummeting in supply. Another statue has been taken out. Only a few destroys. He's going for the Lich once again. Another coil saves him, but for how much longer? Sleep again to get rid of the damage. He's trying to eat the Kodos to get some units back, but that's about it, man. 32 supply advantage for the Orc. 2 heroes super low. Can't really decide what to coil now. Oh, actually, he can't coil, so he just has to run away. Blade Master can clean this up easily after getting all the units. He's attacking the base, kills the base. 1-1. FoCuS wins the 200 supply fight.
That was a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. Couple of 6 stomps in there, though. They were all nicely clumped up after that TP.
That was
And
really
yeah,
nice.
the angle of like 300 degrees around the Undead army, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, especially if you have so many headhunters. Like usually they block each other.
And they had +8 each and every one of those headhunters.
Yeah.
Lots of DPS coming in. Also, a lot of curse was missing. Was that because of the mana he wasted before an anti-magic shot? I'm not quite certain. But that was a lot more one-sided, that final battle, than I thought it was going to be. So, I mean, this is theory crafting only, of course. We don't see these scenarios too much. But maybe the sweet spot for Banshees is like 60 to 75 supply.
Yeah.
Don't go over. Don't go lower. You want to have, you know, decent amount of curse to be used on everything, basically. But then you don't want to have walkers in the mix either. Because answer to walkers, of course, is destroyers. But when there's so many headhunters with ensnare, those destroyers just pop instantly.
Yeah, exactly. They were in such a bad position. Like, all the headhunters could attack them with that angle they had. So, that was hard. That was really hard to watch with an undead heart. But for the orcs out there, it must have been a fest for you guys.
And I also like the economic approach that FoCuS was taking. He's like, all right, you're creeping around the islands. You're giving me all this space and time. You're going to be on 2 bases. That's fine. I'm going to get 3 bases. And whenever you try to attack one of my bases, I'm just going to hit your main. I have raiders. I have all this damage. I have this massive army. It seemed like tactically in the late game, or strategically, I should say, that was a very hard position for the undead in the end.
Yeah, it's true. But
Maybe if you can expand a second time on the island, maybe it's
he
better.
wanted to, I guess, or at least creep it, but then FoCuS was there already. I think that the timing for the second Great Hall was so good. WFZ couldn't really threaten it because he wasn't like head-to-head in supply. FoCuS had the gold for it. FoCuS had a good army to protect it. And yeah, just ran away with it then. Are you guys planning on collaborating with Rocket Beans TV? Thanks for all the Warcraft 3 love, by the way. We're in talks, so maybe. We'll see. If they pay enough, we will do it.
That's right, guys. We only do stuff for the big esports money.
Exactly. Big Rocket Beans TV money.
Map number 3, Neo.
Yes.
We're all tied up And now we're down to best of one.
Oh yeah.
We've done that way too little at GCS, actually.
Yeah, we had no fun at GCS at all. That was
That's not. Guys, don't take him seriously. Never do. That's what I learned in my years here.
Oh man, that was in sync. So we are on Turtle Rock. No close position here. I think
You
TH
sound
used.
surprised.
Yeah, TH used all the close positions. I think there are for the next 2 months or so.
Well, that's a little unfortunate for FoCuS, I guess. Then again, he doesn't play this too aggressively, this meta game nowadays. He is no Fly. He's a little Korean boy named... What's his real name?
Oh, I don't know how to pronounce it actually. Yum Sup Eon or something? Yon
Sounds
Hum
good.
Sup? I don't know.
Playing strong in that last game, though. Very patient. Didn't worry about 2 base undead. I know a lot of you Twitch guys like to say, undead on 2 bases is unbeatable. Well, he proved you wrong last game. With a very impressive fight. I imagine he's going to try to get his TC third quickly enough again this time around. And then maybe get an advantage, maybe get a tiny Great Hall. And then secure his victory here.
Yeah, like, on this map, where do you go for the expansion? I mean, must be the starting position right next to him, right? But that's... should be way too easy to attack for the orc. Isn't it?
I guess so.
I don't think it's
A
working
player's
on
forces
TR,
are
like,
under attack.
the way he plays against orc. Or at least it's a lot harder than on other maps.
Yeah, of course, expanding on the back of the turtle dude, that's like a nightmare.
Yep.
Don't want to do that. But the red camp, if you creep it fairly quickly with the Lich, can set up behind an attack after, get a couple of Nerobs up. Maybe you can hold it, I don't know. Thank you very much, Nerto! 15 euros. Thanks for the amazing GCS cast.
Thank you!
Thank you
Long
very much,
time
man.
fan, long time follower. Thank you, Nerto. Do mockups still exist? They are on a break. So maybe they come back, maybe not.
A player's
We'll see.
forces are under attack.
Slippers once again for this Blade Master. He was pretty impressive last game, but his crits once again weren't too sick. Did you see?
Well, it was around 220 at the end.
Yeah, but that was level 3 crit.
Yeah, but that's like the nerf. That's how it's
Yeah,
supposed to be.
I know, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, this blade though. Oh, do you see it now?
Yes, I see it, Remo, with my own eyes. Doesn't even need glasses for it. Plus 14 after, what is it, 3.5 minutes?
Yeah, you kind of need glasses nowadays, though, don't you?
Shh.
No, I don't.
No, I don't.
What about LASIK surgery? Oh man, that would be the nightmare for you. Oh my god, dude.
Can we not talk about this?
That would be the worst thing ever in the world for you.
Player's
Oh
forces
my
are under
goodness.
attack.
That would be so great. Guys, do you want to donate some money for Neo's LASIK surgery? He has to do it then. New donation goal. Costs only about 1,000 euros, so easy. Neo's on board, I'm pretty sure.
I'm feeling sick just thinking about that.
I know.
A
So,
player's
Blade
forces
Master, you
are
got
under
both
attack.
ogres. That's so good to do, of course, for the constant vision. And Periapt also might be pretty good. We have seen him suffering at the hands of the hero nuke before on map number 1. Oh, nice grunt block now coming in. Without a scroll of speed, though, it is hard to force a TP here. DK moves adequately and gets home to safety. But no level 2 yet. Usually the Undead always gets to level 2 quickly and easily here, WFZ, even with his greedy playstyle. That's the reason why I was surprised about this map choice of his, Turtle Rock, because here it's by far the hardest to creep without fiends.
Yeah, with no critters on the map for sure. That doesn't fit into his playstyle too much. We don't know the vetoes though, so we don't know what's left or what was left. FoCuS is already on the way to tier 3, gets the Shadow Hunter, and that's about it. And of course the Beastery. But yeah, with this Blade Master he can basically do whatever he wants.
Good scouting. Scouting. Sees where he's at. Oh, look, there's the first €5 towards LASIK surgery. Thank you very much. Zezao. Zezu? Thank you very much. LASIK surgery, please. Neo, it's good. I've heard so many good things about LASIK surgery.
Remo, like seriously, I don't feel good talking about this topic.
Okay. That was just a joke, guys. Neo's got perfect eyesight, along with his perfect jawline, and perfect... what else is perfect about you, Neo?
Everything, you know me.
No, I thought so.
You have seen
Just
me.
just wanted to double check.
Oh man.
2 level 3, Blade against level 1 DK. This ain't so hard for WFZ right now. And Lord of the Rings returns.
Indeed. At least he's well protected from this
Player's
strong
forces
Blade
are
Master
under attack.
for a while, who's also quite tanky, with plus 3.5 and more HP as well.
It is a pretty cool reroute that WZ went for, though. Hoping to evade his opponent, he went through the middle of the map, past like the back of the turtle, and then all the way into the south. So unlikely to get scouted, and it went unscouted, so he didn't get punished. He didn't get the most experience or biggest items from it, but he was left alone from the Blade Master, who's still running around the map thinking, where the hell are you?
God damn it! We do have Ensnare upgrade now, so it would be the perfect time to find him, but he's focusing on his own creeping now, which is super easy. We'll give him level 2. And yeah, both red spots here taken out. DK needs, of course, level 3. Sobi Mask again for the undead. Certainly happy about that. Orc takes a little longer and still
Third
trying
game
to
in a
find
row,
him.
right, with a Sobi?
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Rocket Man A3 with the first time sub. Welcome. Blade finally finds the undead here. But it's pretty hard to fight through Frost Armor. Has quite a bit of mana here to use, though. SH, however, once again, across the entire map can contribute with this bit of aggression.
Again, the rune braces, like third time in a row for him as well.
Oh, true. True. What do you think, Neo? Item hacks going on?
Always.
Always.
Item hacks, close position hacks. All that good stuff. T3 is finished. T6 is coming, as you said, pretty quick. Before the level 3 Shadow Hunter is reached. But yeah, this Blade Master, despite having great items, quite underwhelming so far, right?
Sell some of them here, doesn't forget about the dust. Well done. Yeah, he really hasn't done too much yet. But I mean, this is what orcs pretty much, you know, playing like nowadays. Just use him for scouting, use him to make sure you don't get ambushed or whatever. And then be ready to be a baller in the late game. What's this?
Ooh, pipe.
Oh, Ketga's pipe.
Especially if you go into a Walker transition, man. This is so
Yes.
good.
Yes, real nice, real nice.
When of mana stealing, I like that as well.
And finally level 3 DK. This took a long time here
Yeah.
on our third map, but he gets it in the end.
Destroyer upgrade and Dreadlord once again. No signs of an expansion for FoCuS yet. He had a late-ish expansion already on Twisted.
Yeah.
But here it's even later, right?
Is he greedy and now goes for it again before any advantage, before any one fight, before a single unit kill, in fact? Oftentimes orcs will be more cautious, look for a bit of an advantage with the first fight going your way and then expand. Or if you FoCuS, lose the fight and then expand anyway.
We have 2 consumables now on WFZ's side, also the Scroll of the Beast, which is amazing, as long as there's no walkers here. On the other side, TC picks up the big invul, which is also nice. Like, this first fight, we are certainly looking forward to that.
WZ here getting stressed out a little bit.
Yep.
He was seen by the ward, of course, so he doesn't know if he's safe or not. He tried to buy an invul, failed to do it, but it's still in there, so he can try to go for it again. Blade Master
It's coming.
hovering around. Great inventory for him.
Yeah, man,
Like,
it's
that's a
almost
dream
perfect.
inventory.
Yeah. Damage mitigation, so much damage, plus 19, the Kodo is not even there. And now, there is an invul and 2 heal scrolls here, of course he's going for the invul. And he denies the level 3 creep for WFZ, and so Lich and DK are level 3, yeah, but the Dreadlord, quite underwhelming.
And didn't get the invul. Still. Of course, the point of this here is FoCuS doesn't want to give him the red camp. And now WFZ moving forward. He is at 46 supply, scroll of speed here to disengage. TC will get the big drop. Greater healing for him. Very nice find.
Oh, he sleeps
No
him
level
though.
2 yet, though. Oh, is he gonna try to surround him? That's gonna line up perfectly for a stomp then.
Forces the heal wave, so a little mana is gone from the
forces are under
SH.
attack.
DK a little too far up front, I feel, but now 2 destroyers. This is a very good timing for WFZ.
Leaving the TC, interestingly. Oh, that scroll coming in as well. So much damage here towards the Kodos. DK in trouble. He's getting stomped. He's getting attacked, but there's no Blade Master to follow up, so he will survive. Another kill for him. That's a Grunt and a Raider killed in exchange for... Oh, it's 2 Grunts, and a Kodo in exchange for 1 Ghoul. So very good exchange there. But of course, the TP will also have to be replaced.
A player's
Yes, and the Scroll of the Beast is gone, so I think it was well reacted by FoCuS, like prioritizing the big Gargantuan Sea Turtle, then retreating. So he got that one, and then focusing the DK immediately, who was a little out of position there actually. And now there's no way WFZ can go for this red spot, right? Is it?
And without a TP, I also feel this is dangerous. Oh, he rebought the TP. Okay, he was waiting a little bit to rebuy that teleport.
We have
Has it now, though. Shade. Perfect positioning.
Invul Potion on every single Orc unit. And yeah, with End Snare, you can creep this so easy, but WFZ comes in. How much damage can he do? Invul immediately. Ooh, we wanted to steal it with a Noah, but I think it didn't work. Or did it? I don't know.
Level 4 here for the blade. It's very nice. Crystal Ball, the item, not so nice. Down. Level 2. Dreadlord. Does a little. Undead heroes, though, pretty low mana here, especially the Lich.
Yeah.
DK is still sitting very pretty. But normally you can't hope to win a late game fight without Nova.
We also have no Temple of the Damned, no plan of going Banshees. He broke upkeep rather quick, so FoCuS is banking now. Maybe it's time for an expansion already. Yes, Tiny Great Hall goes to the back, sets it up here. Peons are coming already.
Once again, like, this wasn't so good of a first engagement for him, but he goes for it anyways. Alright, Shade sees it once
player's
again.
forces are under attack.
Well, he saved a lot of gold not going into upkeep, so... Oh.
What? Ah, okay, he has the... I was wondering why is the orb on the Dreadlord. He wants solo experience on him here. But the turtle's running away. Still gets it, boots for him. Meh. But almost level 3 with this. So close. In fact, if he goes towards the remainder of his Ogre camp, he will be level 3. Does he feel he has the time? I think so. Time enough to thank a few more donations here. Man, this is really working out.
What the fuck?
A player's forces
Jelly
are
Math,
under
20 euros. He says, yay. Continue talking about this wonderful eye laser operation. And for fun for you, for me. 5 euros. I heard something about an important eye service. Yeah, I'm sorry about this. Making you so uncomfortable. But the people have spoken.
It's okay. For money, it's okay. Like, for people that don't know it, I'm so afraid that something happened to my eyes. I can't watch if something happens to eyes. I can't just start thinking about it. I get a weak stomach, then my knees get shaky, so this is really, really painful for me. Just thinking about a laser doing something with my eye, man. It's like, that's my kryptonite.
Hexed on the Dreadlord, he can't sleep, but now he can as the destroyers are dispelling. And here's sleep against the Blade Master. Focus towards the Raiders. First one gonna get taken out. Nice stomps though, and it's level 3 TC as well. These stomps are really good. 2 fiends dead immediately. More destroyers being morphed, but there are berserkers in the back to deal with them. DK nicely out of range of the stomp. That was, by the way, the last stomp, at least for a little bit. But the Catgas Pipe is still working its wonders. Almost every single fiend is dead. We only have 2 left on the ground, and 4 destroyers up in the air. Wind Riders even coming in now for the Orc. He himself has only berserkers left pretty much. DK still with good mana, Lich low, Orc heroes all dropping low on their mana department. Level 4 now for the Lich. Has another ritual at the ready if he wants to, but this fight is going the Orc's way as it seems. There's more and more sleep. Dreadlord still with ample mana to do this.
Ooh,
Coil's
that's
coming in as well. Lich in trouble, getting focused, but once
Perfect
again,
sleep. Perfect
alive.
sleep there, indeed. He's going still for the Lich here, really trying to get rid of that Orb of Corruption, but he can't because the coil was there. In the meantime, he got a lot of kills, especially against the Berserkers, so FoCuS is kind of plummeting here in supply. WFC still has to run away, but FoCuS says no with an end-stay on the Destroyer. Wants to keep that one alive. Sleep coming in again, trying to snipe the statues for the very first time in this series, basically, but WFC saves them by morphing them into Destroyers. But can he save the Destroyers is the question, not against the Orb of Lightning. So, oh my god, it's such a clutch fest here.
Yeah,
36
that's
supply for WFZ, 36 for FoCuS as well. Oh, 46, sorry. Lich in trouble, gets just another coil. That was the second last one. Blade Master still standing strong. They're close to level 5. Another big storm, and 2 units die. It's
Lich,
basically only the
last
heroes.
coil. Damn, dude, what an exchange here. A slugfest on the
Yeah.
back of Turtle Rock. But behind all of this, there's an Orc Expo. And for once, there is no undead expansion.
We mentioned this when this game started, man. This is so hard for WFZ's playstyle. Can't really afford the Banshees. The Blade Master is so strong with his inventory. And of course, the Katka's Pipe helps as well, but FoCuS is taking good timings to fight, I guess. Always has the involves, always has his hero save.
During that big fight, it was a pretty neat idea for 2 ghouls to run by towards the expo. But there was a burrow in place. FoCuS was aware of this possibility, so the burrow shut down the ghouls so that mining wasn't disrupted too much.
Forces are under
And now, to the victor, the spoils. As FoCuS grabs up the last remaining creeps on this map, getting closer to level 5. Blade Master getting very, very close indeed.
Yeah. Level 3 critical strike with this inventory. Looking fairly good. He's mining and mining. 1,000 gold, staying at 50. Going for... What did he upgrade there? Pillage? I don't know. No backpack. Must
no
be
cherry
pillage.
experience, dude. FoCuS, aren't you looking at your heroes? Is it still good enough? No.
Nope.
He could have had 5 and 4 level ups
Yeah.
if this SH had just stayed away.
Yeah, and now the map is empty. He has to kill something. I mean, there's gonna be skeletons and stuff.
These players are so good and play this game so well, and then with these simple little tasks, they fail. It never stops to amaze me.
On the other side, Lich and TK are far away from 5, so that's not the biggest of deals. Blade Master needs 1 skeleton. He will get that, for sure.
Yeah. Didn't even need a
Oh my god.
transition into walkers this game,
No-
of course, with them
no
being the
potion.
Banshees.
No potion on WFZ. Big healing. Oh my god, there's potions everywhere on FoCuS' side. 65 supply as well. He can't afford the world right now.
Yeah. This is looking like an impossible battle. WFZ was able to win one like that against Fly at GCS on Echo Isles. Can you do it again?
Dreadlord in the middle of everything. The TC can't really do too much. Sleep on the Blade Master. He's been woken up now and snares on the Destroyers. But what can he take out? The Dreadlord already down to 50%. He's straight going for the Berserkers, but is that the right thing to do?
I guess he wants to have air superiority here with his destroyers up and invulnerable, but there's always going to be a Blade Master, don't forget, who is now level 5. 256 crits. Those look like the old ones, finally. A nice roll coming out there, and the undead army is dying around his feet. Second last destroyer dead, last fiend dead, 0 destroyers, only the heroes left. Can they do it along with the skeleton? Safety invul popped on the SH, doesn't want to lose this game in any silly fashion. This should be his by all rights. One more destroyer coming up, more and more sleep coming in, but that was the last one. And now the Blade Master can truly reign in this battle. Purge after purge, kill after kill. This must be it. And here comes the hero kill.
Indeed. Lich is dead, and so is WFZ. Once again, he starts to win a series, or he wins the first map, but can't seal the deal. FoCuS gets 2 maps back to back on his map choice and WFZ's map choice. We questioned Turtle Rock before. Like, is that the best thing for his tactics to use? He said yes, we said no, we were right, and FoCuS takes 3 points here, taking the lead for his team, being the second team captain, winning his game today, as Fly won against So-In before. So we go into the next best of 3, which is going to be Colorful versus Chimiko and Night Elf versus Human, and with the current standings, we have match points for Team FoCuS, represented by Chimiko. So, we go into a little break, and then maybe going into the last best of 3 of the day. If not, if Colorful wins this, then we go into the 2-2. So some people might cheer for Colorful that way. See you in a bit. I don't know, man. I have no idea.
Who was it? Who was at the door?
Just a neighbor bringing back a suitcase that they borrowed from us. So nothing too important. But what is important is our third match here today. Chimiko versus Colorful. Chimiko representing the Korean side. Colorful, of course, Team Fly, full Chinese team. And Human versus Night Elf. That should suit Chimiko pretty much, right?
Does it?
Yeah, well, they're both bad in this matchup, actually. 38% for Colorful versus Human, 46% for Chimiko versus Night Elf. So below 50% in the pro scene is always kind of bad, but in direct comparisons, it's like 31% for Colorful, 69% for Chimiko. So looks quite good for Team FoCuS on paper, but can he bring those stats to the battlefield? We will see. Map number 1. Echo Isles, Chimiko spawning in the upper left with not a... it's a normal build, right? Early altar, later-ish barracks, and Colorful on the other side with an engine of war against the mercenary camp. So everything pretty normal here. And you left the game.
Yeah, crashed again.
Yeah, you're just too lazy. You just want to do something else, like, I don't know, scratch your balls for 20 minutes or so.
I mean, I do that all the time. What are you talking about?
So, Mountain King or Demon Hunter, or Archmage. It's the Archmage. On the other side, everything but a Demon Hunter would surprise me. Here we go. And Engine of War in position as well. So how will the Korean punish this? We can't let this go through, because then level 2 Demon Hunter is good control in the early mid-game for the Night Elf.
I wonder if Chimiko is... I guess he's not too inspired by TH. Not threatening the Naga/Tinker Tower push. TH has been looking so strong with the Tinkerman. I mean, he has been slightly touched in the balance department with the cluster rockets and I guess the movement speed. But being able to play that hero like TH does, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of skill, and a lot of talent.
Yeah, that is true. You want to say Chimiko has no skill and talent?
No, I don't want to say that. Don't put words in my mouth, dude. It's not nice.
We have a Shadow Priest here. Both were going for it. Chimiko a little too late. So we have Healing and Dispel on Colorful's side. That's the first big win for him. Demon Hunter coming in. Can this little peasant steal something? So far, nope. He's harassing, or continue to harass, with a Footman. But I think this is fairly smooth sailing for Colorful.
Yeah, it was really well done there by that Wisp in position to go for that pull himself that we know the humans like to go for. So now he has Abolish. Now Chimiko can't harass with this, and I'd say with that he's feeling mighty fine in this early game.
Ring of Protection +3 for the Demon, not the greatest. Wanted Boots or Claws. On the other side, Chimiko is not wasting any time, not going for his own mercenary camp, but rushing expansion right away.
Alright. It's gonna be stuck on low level then, this Archmage. Let's see how much use he makes out of his few skill points that he has. This is normally about counter expo at the right time. If the Night Elf gets it up early enough, he's in a good shape to hold a push should it be coming, or to just be strong enough on the map to hold anything that the human can throw at him. So oftentimes humans will try to look for that cancel. It will be coming up at the next to the Merc camp most of the time. But at the same time, this is the difficulty. You have to keep your own expansion safe as much as you can.
Here we go. Demon Hunter. Does he have Immolation? That would be kind of crazy on this map. Haven't seen that in forever. And no, he doesn't. Nice position of that Scout Tower to protect the peasants for a little bit. Can he save his peons like Infi does? Absolute no. Second peasant kill here. Actually, the rest is fine. And now the Footmen come in for the normal damage. But Archmage is still level 1 and Colorful does it well. Like, Chimiko was moving halfway across the map towards, like, the Murloc position here. And then he said, okay, I can't do too much here. There's no expansion coming up, so I have to walk all the way back to defend. That was a little bit of a wasted time for him here. And Colorful got both mercenaries at the 9 o'clock position. And that is horrendous for the Korean.
That is very dangerous indeed. I like that he keeps one footy across the map though to continuously scout for counter expansions, which Colorful still hasn't gone for though. It was a water elemental actually, not a footy.
Yeah, the water elementals are actually super useless now against 2 Shadow Priests. We also have 2 Berserkers for damage. He absolutely needs defend, right? I mean, there's 5 5 units with piercing damage here. And of course Dryads later, so
Yeah.
rushing that wouldn't be the worst thing, I guess.
And why does
up.
he only have 4 footies? Did he stop footy production? You're not supposed to stop footy production for a very long time.
Maybe
Has
he is
5
going
now,
for
I guess.
defense
Player's
early.
forces are
Okay,
under
6-1 is
attack.
coming, 7th in production of the Demon Hunter with boots and the ring, so tanky. And not a single tower up.
Yeah, that was an easy cancel. He would have to call Militia from the main. That's expensive. Dude, I think this game is looking amazing for Color.
Yeah, I totally did not expect that. He's pulling all the right strings. The force of Chamiko is getting better and better, but the problem is he has no water elementals to work with. There's no Brilliance Aura, therefore he has no mana, and even if he does, like the Shadow Priest are both full mana, so they can dispel it easily. 530 gold now. Is he like not teching yet? He's kind of in a trap, so he has to TP out, or to Heli Staff out, but there's also no shop, so... And he's not teching. What is he doing?
Didn't get the boots either. Something that Infi and TH will always make sure of, that they get the boots. They're in time at the shop. But he got distracted by those archers, I think it was earlier. Or that one archer. But man, he is looking to be in a rough spot this game.
Yeah, he's getting his ass whipped for sure. Can't get any kills here. 2 Berserkers at 50%, but that's totally fine. Since there's still no defend, there's a lot of damage on those footmen. He's trying to block now. Usually his strong suit, but... Okay, now it's working. For the save on the footman.
A player's forces are under attack.
Where is the tech? He's still not teching, right? Okay, now he is.
That first expo from Colorful came up pretty early. Not extremely early, but it didn't get cancelled. It has finished. It is now gonna be moving over. Can Chamiko, with that little that he has, still delay this? Or is this just gonna come up without any issues at all?
Chamiko didn't get a single kill since the expansion creep. Like, that is so sick. And of course he's too late now to cancel this tree with only 3 footmen. Don't know if he can get 4 mercenaries, but I don't think so. And in the main, I mean, there's a Huntress Hall as a target, but without a Water Elemental, can you die for it? I doubt it.
A player's forces are under
I don't
attack.
think he has the damage. Not at all, especially with the Night Elf here on his heels. Demon Hunter still chasing. And now he can just easily creep this up. This... I don't know. Is Chamiko still gonna go for the 70 push? I don't know
Gonna
that
be
that's
hard.
gonna work.
He needs
Demon
to
is
level
level
a lot.
3 already.
Yeah. He doesn't get the last hit. Ring of Protection. Does he want to go for it? He could easily be surrounded there. Oh man, this is so rough. Lumber Mill coming only now. Tech not done. We have tier 2 for Colorful. And the Expo is up, like, without a threat.
A player's forces
Will
are
the
under
Archmage finally
attack.
get boots now? Yes. And Invul and Heals Pro. So at least he has shop control.
Now is where second hero Naga would oftentimes come in, or just, you know, the footies and cancel the entangling gold mine. But Chamiko doesn't seem to be in a position to do, like, anything.
No. I agree. The Panda is the second hero of choice for Colorful, and he creeps the 6 o'clock right away. Like, he has all the time in the world with Drunken Haste first. This is so easy. You see all the misses here from the Berserkers and Mauler. Like, he doesn't get attacked at all. Lightning Shield as well, a very good item for Demon Hunter, Panda, or Bears later. But Chamiko's Footman army is growing. I can't imagine him having defend now. I'm not sure, though. Yes, he does. But here's Lightning Shield. Oh, boy. This is so hard. Must be a Naga second, right? Yeah.
He's still level 1. He still hasn't found a kill, man.
We are
This is so
9
sad.
minutes in. We're 9 minutes in, and Chamiko has not gotten a single kill in 6 minutes or so.
Panda's level 2 before him, dude. Oh, this is a rough game. If ever I
Expo's up
saw
and-
one.
Expo's up and running. We do have 60% tier 3 tech as well. Dryads are coming in for more dispel. Tier 2 tech is of course done now. We have double Arcane Sanctum, but neither Rifleman nor a Workshop. So he's absolutely lacking damage, even though he gets his casters out.
And it's not like he overinvested into towers or anything. He has like barely any towers to speak of. Still so low on lumber. So much gold though.
Yeah, 1k, 1.3k, but no lumber at all. So that's where the late lumber mill comes in. We have another scroll of healing on the Naga, so claims the second one against the Panda. That's quite nice, and finally level 2. That took forever.
Thank you very much. Tough 100 Tactics, €1. Newborn Snuggle on my left, back to Warcraft on my right. So glad you guys streamed this tournament. The hospital is so boring. Well, hopefully we can make it stay a little more enjoyable. And of course, congrats.
As we said yesterday, all the best for your new family 2.0.
And also, Dankosaurus Rex subbing for the first time. Welcome. This is looking like one of the most one-sided Night versus humans I've seen in quite a while here in Echo.
I agree.
There have been barely any kills, of course. Not like someone ran away with a hero kill early on. But just like strategically, how can Chimiko win this game? How? I ask you, how?
He's going Rifleman now, so he's getting some damage. With Blizzard, maybe. He needs level 3, obviously. Bear training is around the corner. He is getting close to 70 supply with long rifle upgrade as well. Breaker for the front line. 2 riflemen, not enough I guess, but he has Fork Lightning now as well. After this camp he can go for the Mercenary, that should be his level 3. But the Panda's level 3 as well. He's getting Fury Dragon soon I guess, and Master Training is done, so Colorful is more than prepared for the fight.
If you can creep along the south side of the map, maybe establish towers behind the trees, have maybe 3-4 guard towers up, maybe that way he can hope to, you know, overcome that deficit that he has found himself in. But Colorful, like, he's already at 60 supply, rushing further high, so I don't think he's gonna give him that position too easily.
So it's gonna be 80 supply for him now. Oh, with Raw, creeping is of course a lot faster. The Demon Hunter went to the shop, gets both of it, and is super tanky with +5 on armor. But Chimiko is going for that big push. He calls Militia, not too many, but things will be a little bruised here for Colorful. The Panda level 4 as well. Oh, that's so fast.
Did you bring ivories?
1, 2. Okay. It's a lot. Like, he has a mass of stuff.
Yeah. And he has 2 heal scrolls, a protection scroll.
A town is under siege.
I wouldn't mind the towers here being set up further away.
Yeah, behind the river. But he's going for it. Panda comes in, Breath of Fire most likely. He has so much mana to work with. Looking for a good position. There we go, Drunken Haze and Breath. Demon Hunter's in the fight as well. First heal scroll has to be used immediately. Same for the Scroll of Protection. There's no Dispel, but the Lightning Shield here, okay, moves it away. There was a good reaction by Chimiko, like immediately. But still, he's lacking damage against the Bears. Look how long the Bears can stay in this fight without taking a single hit. He's spreading the damage on the Demon Hunter as well, who has another invul and another heal scroll. The first Bear gets healed with that before mentioned heal scroll, whereas the next Breath of Fire, the Priest are doing his best to heal against it, but man, he needs the second scroll absolutely to save his units. The towers are all gone. He's fighting in the river. The breakers are still standing strong, so this position is quite nice, but the question is for how long. Next Bear falls. Next Breath of Fire here, though. 3 targets, and Chimiko has to TP out, man. The Bears are way too good. He's losing 1 more, but staying alive at 62 supply with the expansion being, like, untouched. That's nice. 71 supply for Chimiko. He's healing up now, so there might be a second coming for him now.
But in that second attack, he shouldn't even have a scroll of healing. The demon must be making a beeline for that shop. Colorful has the money, and then doing this all again without AoE healing.
Yeah, that's so rough. Panda is 4.6. This will hurt a lot. Like the Breath of Fires, they were very good. He doesn't have too much breakers anymore, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Depends on the position, I guess. And now, yeah, he's looking at the shop thing. Oh, damn it. Someone was here to steal it. No TP as well.
This just came a little too slow, or the Night Elf was just allowed this defense to, you know, this expert too early.
Yeah.
Like 5 bears chewing through those with only 3/2 heroes, no mortar teams. So hard to do.
Panda has a potion of mana on him as well. Good inventory on the Demon Hunter still. He's getting rid of the Engine of War, so that won't help anymore. Level 3 for the Naga, for level 2 Fork Lightning. But no level 2 Brilliance, no Blizzard, only 4 Riflemen. And this position could be good for Colorful. The Bears are a little slowed. Oh, but this first Rifleman, man. What a free kill this is. And now the Bears are wrapping around. This is open battleground. Perfect for the Night Elf. And still the Merc army, like, he didn't take out one of them, I guess. He's trying to kite with the slow, so that's nice. But it's not really working here. And he's getting closer to 5.
Might even get the next scroll of healing here at the shop.
Yeah.
Once again, not going to the human.
Still takes some time. So Chimiko can heal up and maybe fight back. How much gold in the remaining gold match? 4,500, so doesn't have to be careful about that. Still no workshop. He cancelled the Sorcerer's Adept training because the fight broke out. And now he's doing it again, so no invis still, and yeah, shop control for him gets, once again, the heal scroll. And he has 2 now. So Chimiko must focus on single units, I guess. But it's not that easy with a big front line.
Yeah. Now we really are in the late game, super late game. Both armies at 80 supply. And this is not like a really good human army. There's no mortar teams here. Heroes might even be the biggest issue. Whereas this Night Elf army is so strong. And with a Panda hitting 5 so soon, it's looking desperate for Chimiko.
Yeah,
almost.
He can creep, except like the northern position, but with a few kills. Like, he is level 5, and then have fun dealing with the Breath of Fire. I don't see how he can do that if Colorful keeps the shop control that he has. And it's a well-rounded army as well. Like, maybe a little too committed on piercing damage. But apart from that, like, it looks good. He's getting upgrades as well. 0-1 on the Bears. Naga Invis, but he has to camp there forever. Gets a score protection. I think he had the invul before. Yeah, so he didn't buy that one yet. Chimiko has 1,400 gold and can spend it. And that's level 5 Panda.
Rarely does it look like an 80 supply player has no chance, but I am feeling tempted to say this game.
I would really love to see Blizzard. Because the Water Elementals aren't doing anything anymore. Big Congo line for Colorful now. He knows the timings, of course. So battle for the scroll. Oh, Demon Hunter slot starved. Okay, now he has the dust. Does he know that the Naga is here? Oh man. She has a staff and there's no disable. So she will get out. Reveal now. Here we go. Chimiko has the staff instantly and does so. Gets the heal scroll. That was big. That was so big, actually.
Yeah.
The hope is still alive for Chimiko. 100 supply.
One last push, dude. One last desperate attempt.
80 for Colorful. 1,600 gold. Is he investing into more upgrades? Doesn't seem like it. 1-1 now. Still 1-0 only here. 1-0 for the Rifleman as well. Is this enough? Is 100 supply enough? What a question. Was Colorful too greedy going into high upkeep? Lots of raw being stolen. Fury Dragon's under attack. First big Breath of Fire as we saw. But yeah, big front line here as well. Scroll protection being used. Oh my god, that damage there. Everything is super low. The heal scroll has already been used. And it seems like there's no damage on the Night Elf army. Next big Breath of Fire. He is just wrecking through this. The Naga is burning and almost falling there. Good concave from the Breaker now, but the heal scroll makes it so it's fine again. Level 5 from the Demon Hunter. And the next Breath of Fire. He constantly reaches the backline. Town Portal out now, though. I don't know why, really. Everything was hurt. Maybe he just wants to heal up, since he can do that. Would have lost 2 bears, but I think that's fine. Still 1.3k gold, and now again Chimiko getting the heal scroll most likely. But he's facing double level 5 heroes. He can't allow Colorful going for an ultimate.
Only one heal scroll should be ready though for quite a while. That region scroll is really nice though. A lot of healing from that.
Makes you hard.
Makes me happy.
Okay, we do have a heal scroll. We do have an invul. No scroll of protection anymore. Colorful has a mana potion and a heal potion and an anti-magic. But that's about it. Also no heal scroll for him. Blizzard would be perfect now. And he could afford it with the 700 gold that he has. Invis Archmage. Is he going for it? Colorful sees, okay. No heal scroll anymore. Also no invul. Archmage coming in. Could be detected. Is there dust on him? Tome of Retraining, there is.
A
Colorful
player's
must
forces
know
are
if
under
he
attack.
watched the shop that the Archmage is here. What's he waiting for?
Maybe he's not paying attention to that right now. with
No, I
the
mean, what's he waiting
Dryads.
for in general at the shop? Like, heal scroll takes forever.
I think his positioning is pretty good, though. You know, that fight in the big open area here, that's where he does want to fight. Don't let Chimiko creep along the bottom side of the map. Don't give him that narrow positioning. And he's under no time pressure here. He's got the expo that's running longer.
Dryads trying to scout, but they can't find anything. 3-3 against 5-5 heroes, man. That tells you a lot about this game so far. 2-1 upgrades for Colorful, getting 2-2. On the other side, we have still 1-0 here. Still, okay, 1-1 now. How long does this Invis last, by the way? Needs to staff out quite soon. They're camping so hard for this heal scroll. It's not even blinking, so it should be fine. Once again,
Is he even
90
gonna get out against breath and bears and everything?
and mana burn. Well, here we go. It's not quick enough, but the potion or the scroll goes towards Colorful, and that was big. 90 Night Elf supply now against 100 human supply. But for the first time, we have Blizzard. Can this change the outcome of the fight?
One scroll of healing, man. That's gonna have to be super value.
One scroll of healing on both sides. Chimiko is engaging here. Used all his resources. Of course, he wants to get the best position possible. Oh, the militia didn't do too much, but he distracts at least the heroes. So this is perfect for the Blizzard. Raw must be stolen, has been stolen. Archmage level 4. Fork Lightning rendering through. This is a good opening for Chimiko, I guess. Breath of Fire number 1. He has the heal scroll, but there's so much more breath. But there's also so much more Blizzard. Everything is dropping low on both sides, actually. The Fury Dragon might be in a bad position once he kites a little more backwards, but man, these Breath of Fire are absolutely game-winning. Bears continue to fall, though. Demon Hunter in the front line takes the heal potion. Where's the next Blizzard? He's out of mana! He can't use Blizzard anymore. Invul potion on the Naga, getting another Fork Lightning out. One bear dies, second bear dies, third bear dies. Here's the next Blizzard, man. The front line for Colorful is gone, but here's the level 6 Demon Hunter who can't use his ultimate since he has no mana. And oh my god, Naga falls. GG. I thought he was turning this around, but no, in the end. Against the level 6 Demon Hunter, what can you do? Not too much, I guess. Took forever, but Colorful takes the 1-0 here on Echo.
He was on the back foot there the entire game.
Yeah.
Not surprising that was fairly easy for Colorful to hold in the end. I think he should have tried to go for that tower fort, you know, in the middle island, if you want to call it that. The merchant island.
Yeah.
And then try to creep further with that. Maybe take your time. Go for a workshop behind that even would have taken longer. But if you just try to brute force your way in like that when the Night Elf had such a good early game, it's unlikely to work.
Yeah, it was already hard for Chimiko when he did not get a single Merc at the start. He was like 0-4 in Mercs after a little bit.
Kind of all started with that first Shadow Priest, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't get that, doesn't get the healing, always threatened to get his water elementals cancelled. This Archmage, though, level 1 for so long.
Yeah. 8 minutes or so. That was really sick. Next is Last Refuge.
That is certainly harder for the Night Elf to counter expand. And harder to reach a strong Demon Hunter as well, so understandable choice. Also, Mercamp access, very hard to come by. Yeah, I like that choice here for the human.
So Colorful could force the 2-2 if he wins the next map. Then it would be 5-3 in scores, or Chimiko comes back. Would have loved an earlier Blizzard transition as well. He had so much gold, and he was at the shop regularly. Could have helped in like 2 fights before already.
Yeah. And in the very last engagement, though, Archmage positioning wasn't the greatest. You want to keep him out of range of the Blizzard, of course. That's not so easy to do, easier to criticize than to execute, certainly, with everything for you, having to kite back constantly. And that's the difficult thing about playing human and kiting in general. Just moving back... Oh, whoops. Just moving back isn't good enough. Your front line has to move back, and the rest behind has to shoot in the meantime. Then they have to move back, and you have to keep doing this seesaw movement the entire time. And, well, could be a little bit better, I guess.
Yeah, that didn't really work when your back is against your own expansion.
Yeah. By then, certainly with a level 6 demon. But also in the first engagement, I feel like could have been executed a little bit better by Chimiko. But, you know, it's so hard to fill those shoes that you always get compared to if you're a human player. Infi and TH, they make, you know, their games look perfect so often. And trying to play on that same level is so hard. And everyone is always going to compare you to those two.
Yeah, it's like, oh, Infi and TH can do it. Why are you playing it like this? Well, yeah, because they are world class for for more than a decade now. And that certainly helps. Chimiko, just 23 years or 24 years old now. His birthday was during GCS. Not so much experience, not so much knowledge about the game yet, but one of the most promising human players that we have in the world. So, normal build by both. Engine of War a little conservative, I guess. Not against the shop, but just the green spot. And for Chimiko, it's not a Naga, Tinker build, whatever, just normal Archmage as it seems. And Remo, you're not dropping out of the game, right? Nice.
No, I'm in the game. Thankfully. So it's going to be an instant expansion once again for the Archmage. I also feel like that's even better here as well on LR. You have quite a few small camps around your expansion. That being said, on Echo, he could have gone for those Murlocs as well. Didn't do it though. Played it a little overly aggressive, right? May have thought that the counter expo was coming up immediately. But it was delayed a little bit by the Night Elf there.
Little delayed is also the typical $5 donation by Mikey PX. Thank you very much. And shout out to the West Coast. I hope everything is good.
Players' forces are under attack.
So off we go. Creeping begins. Where's AM gonna go? Foggy was very good in the past at trying to... Oh my god, is he gonna deny the Ogre? No. Okay. I thought maybe the Archer was gonna kill him before the Demon comes out. But no, he does it well. Picks up the item and will finish the camp here, not trying to punish immediately. Wouldn't have worked anyways, as Chimiko is creeping the small green camp first.
So a lot of options for Colorful now. Could go for Huntress, which he's not doing. Could go double Engine of War, which he's not doing. Could go for an Engine Protector push, which seemingly he's not doing. So Chimiko going for the Murlocs.
Yeah.
Like more and more people are doing that. I don't know if I like it.
Gonna slow it down even more. Gets him closer to 3 though. And there aren't gonna be Shadow Priests for a long time for the Night Elf, so that makes sense, I suppose.
Once again, double rings for Colorful. Certainly unlucky with
forces
this.
are under attack.
And here we go. Militia move out. Night Elf is nowhere nearby to punish this. He's moving north now, but I don't think he's gonna be in time at all. And I like this. 140 already sent out to look for that counter expo. That is the most important thing. Delay it by as much as possible and don't take too much damage yourself. And then that push can be very, very, very scary.
2 claws for Chimiko. This is so nice to prevent this Demon Hunter harass. Also getting super close to 3. Not a single creep stolen here. Demon Hunter just simply too late. Without boots, without staff.
Yeah, and what can you really do here? Put a bit of damage on the footies, I guess. Keep on burning, of course. Oh, nice footy block once again. Signature move. Oh my god. Is he going to be able to kill this hunt at his town hall actually coming up? Oh my god, the archer damage. He's dropping low for this though, and he actually gets it!
Players' forces are under attack.
Invest the TP into it, but so worth it. He bought like a minute or so. 1.5 for his own counter expansion. He's going for a Hunter's Hall as he is at the middle of the tier 2 tech, but no counter expansion, man. He just keeps being aggressive, as it seems.
No counter expansion yet anyways. Going to the shop. Boots time. Here we go. Now he's speedy as well as tanky. But the AM, level 3, has a water elemental at the ready. Doesn't have to worry about Shadow Priest, as we said earlier. Too hard to creep. That camp is.
Chimiko can't power build anymore. He has no lumber for this. And he can't power repair, of course. Oh no. 4 archer push against this town hall. Now mass build is possible again. So he sends the archers back. But nice micro by Colorful there. Saving all the archers.
Yeah, and Chimiko missing an opportunity there. He certainly could have killed 1 archer, maybe even more. But alright, keeps the expo standing. That's of course the most important thing. This was delayed a lot, this expansion. This was made a lot more expensive. But where is the Night Elf Expo? Footy is still scouting for it, still not finding it because there is none. Still.
Exactly. Panda second now, so he wants to go in the longer game. He doesn't want to push this down with a Naga or Tinker push or whatever. So he seems fine with it, but he must expand at some point.
Yeah, that's it's usually this works out. How this works out, but still sitting on 1 base. I like the diligence from that footy. Still scouting, not gonna give up. Always gonna continue to do it. Still no tech, of course, either for Chimiko. And once again, stopping footy production. Not a fan of that. I think you should always keep necking those footmen. Unless you're at, like, I don't know, 12 or something. Because now he only has, what? 2 to fight with at the moment.
Yeah, that's not so good. Gets the kill on the archer, though. Panda's coming in with another Breath of Fire. He's doing damage, but no fatal damage. Can the Demon Hunter kill up? He has no town portal. Kind of risky for him to dive into this with less than 100 HP, since we know how good the blocks are. Playing with fire. 5 HP.
Jesus Christ. Alright, he continued to do more damage, I guess. Kill the footy, kill the peasant or so. But in the grand scheme of things, does that really matter?
I don't know, man. Double Engine of Lore coming only now. Still no counter expansion. He's getting ready for the next creep spot, which will get him closer to level 3. The Panda desperately needs experience, and this is like pretty nice for Chimiko to take a breath now.
Take a rest, relax.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen Night Elf games where the hero, where he was able to compete on 1 base versus 2, but for that the heroes need to be completely out of control. Is that the case here for Colorful? It really isn't. Level 2 Demon, level 1 Panda. He finally gets a good item here with the Boots of Quel'Thalas, but you're gonna need plenty more of those, because I think at this point, it's way too late to counter expand.
I agree. Will just be pushed down since 70 supply is, I don't want to say around the corner, but it's not gonna take too long. And defense is coming there as well against the piercing, so the human army is just getting stronger at this point.
I'm not even sure if playing aggressively here is the most advisable thing for Chimiko to do, because there is no expo. Could be creeping up to level 4 instead. Might be a better idea. Of course, with this, he's also making creeping for the Night Elf more difficult. Panda did hit level 2 finally, but would love to keep him on level 2. Not gonna be too easy, though. With him only having footies here to harass. They should have defend by now, though. And tier 2 is almost done for Chimiko. Lumber is looking alright. Could be a little better, I guess. But it's going to be able to go for those tier 2 facilities. And a Naga here in just a second.
Or an Alchemist. Boom. He loves that guy. And especially with the healing now, he can do so much pressure. Like, what does hurt the Footman now? Basically nothing except the breath, and he can heal against that, and the Demon Hunter step out.
Yeah, it's actually pretty nice. I like that choice as well. Keeps these footies being such a threat on the map. And now where does the Panda go to creep? He wanted to creep this, but he's being contested for it. Of course, the Water Elementals will die quickly here to the Abolish, but the footies won't with the heal spray.
Exactly. Kills the first warrior. Demon Hunter with the first Reju can't be stolen at the moment, so he is incredibly tanky, but the bear is not, and he's getting ensnared. That pickup would be huge. Breath of Fire being countered by the heal spray, gets the kill nevertheless, and Reju on his own bear, who can't go into Master, saves him with that. Oh, nice block again from that Alki, but Master's finished now, and now take your lags and run.
AM gets one scroll of healing from his opponent's shop and maybe forced to TP here. No, he's fast enough. Gets away. Won't get surrounded. Gets away more for experience here with the Water Elementals. Don't know about that, but alright, level 3. Thanks to this with the on the Demon. He continues scouting with the Alchemist and footies and sees, you really are staying on one base. Alright.
Yeah, so obviously the longer the game goes, the better it is for Chimiko, who goes all casters, rifleman, and also workshop. So more teams this time. We haven't seen that on Echo Out.
Are under attack.
Yeah. Haven't seen that in quite a while, I feel like.
Yeah. Colorful only at 50. Chimiko already breaking upkeep. Hero kill not really an option.
But this is a decent timing for the Night Elf here. The big human army isn't quite assembled yet. He can still find some decent pickups here, especially against the footies. But now we have breakers coming out as well. Militia support can be called. So far he hasn't killed too much though.
I think the mortar team is gonna be so important. If he can save it safely to the back, then he has a big damage upgrade. But so far the Panda's doing a good job on level 2, and he has to reposition, has to TP out, and man, is Colorful doing the right thing here with his one base play? He's getting an expansion up now, but wakes up the creeps for quite a bit.
And Chimiko just needs to be patient. Don't take a fight. Produce, produce, produce. Get more army.
He's trying to distract at this point. Doesn't want damage to its structures, but that's inevitable.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
Yeah, roar on the
masonry
beast.
at all.
Nice breath of fire here. As you said, no masonry. He needs to heal those peasants, I guess, otherwise the next breath of fire is going to kill them all. He has one more. Also, the casters here, pretty unprotected.
And the mortar team. Dude, Colorful is finding such a good timing here.
Yeah, really impressed with what he does. I certainly had... oh, the Alchemist uses the heal scroll to heal himself. Breath of Fire into nowhere. That was a little bad. Could have done better. But man, the Korean is just running away. Nice
If he can keep his expo safe here. He's not mining anymore, his expansion.
Oh, mistakes.
Overwhelmed right now. No shop in the main either. That one's at the expansion.
A player's forces are under
But
attack.
he hasn't lost too many units, so he is at a lot of supply right now. 72 for him. 50 still only for Colorful.
Is under siege.
It's gonna be a nice creep camp. This should be level 4 for the Archmage, at least get him very close to it. Oh, and the Flute of Accuracy for him.
Dream drop, +6 on the mortars. A little bit of agility is also nice for the Alchemist, who has in a fire stolen, by the way, so he's pretty tanky. And now level 2, Acid Bomb or Chemical Rage is the question. Zeppelin for Colorful, plus a Health Stone, also nice. Demon Hunter can creep this alone, I think, with his inventory. And then the Engine of War moves over. But Chimiko scouted this. Is there one big push in him that can kill this Expo?
I think there very well may be. How many heal scrolls does he have? 0 at the moment. That's a problem. Fortunately, there's 2 shops on this map, so being assured some scrolls is pretty much a given. The bear drop. threatening a counterattack here. Does he have the time to do this? I think so. There's no TP either on the human side. So he's gonna be played with here in just a second.
This is not so easy to handle. But Chimiko suspects something.
Did he see it? Did he see the Zeppelin?
I don't know how.
So much gold.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here. 1,000. But still only 50 supply. I don't think he can win a straight up fight. So the Zeppelin play is actually really nice. Oh, he has a gyro now up in the air. He knows about the Zeppelin. Must know what's inside. And
Okay,
has to run over.
not a single tower in the base. This is gonna hurt. Panda is there as well. Breath of Fire. 1 kill, 2 kills, 3 kills, 4.
Oh man, look at the demon and the mortar teams. Dude, he's playing this so well. In the middle, taking out a few more, you know, stragglers. And with this, he has bought more time. Is it enough time, is the question.
I think so, man. Only 3 mortar teams remaining. He did kill.
Nico has to
quite a
run
few.
now. Run to the expo. Don't waste any time. But, like, his movement isn't on point. Now he's blocking his alchemist with a water elemental in the base.
Oh man, this hurts. Now he sees it. He's gonna be late, and in the meantime, Demon Hunter is so strong. And he's continuing to creep for level 4.
And the Zeppelin drop is gonna hit the expansion again. Colorful is playing this really smart.
Yeah. For once, you're right. So, same shenanigans.
Oh, the
Here's-
demon! Dude, he doesn't have this. Oh, he does have a staff.
Yeah, he has
Sorry.
2
I thought he
evils
didn't
to
have
do.
a staff.
TP home from the Archmage, trying to get this panda, but he town pulls home as well.
Yeah.
No more mining here.
And this
Alchemist
was
couldn't
the
help.
slow reaction by Chimiko. Had he gone to the expo right away, could have threatened the kill with the mortar teams, could have still TP'd home in time to defend. But once again, he was forced to respond. Once again, more time bought for Colorful. And now, he's almost even in supply.
Yeah.
Chimiko is playing this too slow.
And this late expansion, like I thought there would be no chance for him to get it up, but with distractions in the main, with distractions in the expansion, this is fairly good, and there's still no tower up. Call to arms being used now, so even more mining shut down.
Colorful, dude. He's playing this really, really well. Demon in the main, Bears at the expo, dropping time again, and now he's almost at level 5 Panda. How did this happen?
Yes. So many peasant kills. So he wants to get the expansion. With mortar teams that is quite easy. He can't defend that because he's too far away and his army is split. So Chimiko got that as well, but on what cost? Like his own expansion wiped out. His main base wiped out.
It's pressing into the main now. Into the Night Elf main. Moonwells will be getting taken out here quickly by... He only has 3 mortar teams left. Okay. Colorful still has to respond, and this is the dream position.
Yeah.
Where Chimiko has positioned himself here, found himself in this little choke, narrow corridor.
The mortar teams are so well protected. He's
A
not
player's
expanding for the
forces are
second
under
time here, by
attack.
the way. And Colorful is supply stuck. He
Yeah,
lost
mega supplies.
mega supply stuck. He lost so many moonwells and of course the tree. How do you engage into this fight?
Town is under
Good bear drop from the back. There
Oh,
it
yes, 4
is.
mortars now.
The Zeppelin flying over, getting slowed though. Not so easy to do, and now the bear's all clumped up.
Drunken Haze Breath of Fire doesn't hit too much. Roar being stolen once again. The position isn't that good for Chimiko anymore, but still nice. Chemical Rage being used on top of the heal spray. He's getting a lot of damage here. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter for mass mana burn. And he just wants this AG to be gone. GA, sorry. But he's tanking quite a bit damage here.
Both heal scrolls gone for Chimiko, doesn't have that anymore, but still a pretty big army. 58
Yeah.
supply for him,
Oh,
49
Mortar's dropping,
only
though.
left for Colorful, and he can't reproduce, remember, still super supply stuck. And now everything's slowed. Now he can shoot
my
down
God.
those bears one by one, perhaps.
He still has 2 more mortar teams that will help in the siege. Can he get the kills? There's 1 staff to save 1 bear, but the other 2 I think will fall. He used the big healing potion there as well on the Demon Hunter.
Panda,
Oh,
surround.
gets him. Staff is on cooldown. Demon Hunter, how can he help with the second staff? That was an investment, but worth it. So worth it.
Mana potion on the Panda. He has a lot more spells to use, but where's gonna be the follow-up? Oh, nice. He runs away from that Breath of Fire Drunken Haze combo. Good damage, but not unrecoverable, I guess. And only 2 bears left. Scratch that. 1 bear. Gonna be 0 bears in just a second. Only the Panda bear is left standing. He has to do this all by himself. Water Element is level 3 now unlocked on this Archmage as well. I think he has it finally. Big combo coming in right
Oh
here.
my god, that Drunken Haze Breath of Fire was sick. Gets rid of all the casters. The Alchemist is also low. Can this Demon Hunter level 5 chew through this? The Alchemist! Breath of Fire, but out of range. But it's the Archmage, the next one.
No
There's
way.
no TP. There's no Invul.
No
Can he
way.
get the Panda now? What a game between the two, man. Life on an, like, holy shit. In dire straits there.
Dude, in the main for Chimiko, only 3 peasants are mining. He can not reproduce himself. Nobody can reproduce. Dryad on the hunt. Give me that breaker. Gets 1 more kill. Panda almost level 6. Dryad can slow down another target.
A player's forces
Water Elemental to get rid of it. It's Water Torrent now. But he can't afford the slow. Not on the Mortar team. Not, especially not on the Archmage. Breath of Fire was nice. A little bit of healing. But I guess it will result in the Priest dying as well. Yes, oh my god. What a
Dude, that Dryad is so
sacrifice.
MVP.
Yeah, this Dryad is with the slow is so good. Only 100 gold remaining. Does he have mana for heal spray? Yes, he does.
Can't believe he held there with only the heroes. And he cancels his own heal spray. What was this?
Oh, again, miscontrol. And it's not too many militia here. He gets 1 more Breath of Fire. That is Earth, Storm, and Fire very soon, but he has no mana. Of course, there's no Expo anymore. Both are down to 1 base.
are under attack.
But he's getting Moonbuzz in the vein again. He can produce soon again. And then he can walk his tree over. Main's almost expired.
900 gold in general for Colorful.
Damn, Colorful, man. How strong has he played that game
Level
after
6.
such a week early?
There we have it. Ultimate, but he uses the mana all on the Breath of Fire. Which can easily be dealt with now. As long as the Alchemist has mana.
Damn, dude.
Ooh, what a game. This is a funny cup, by the way. We have seen a lot of 100 supply armies already. Now we have a Panda level 6. Demon Hunter goes home for a potion. The double staff, by the way, will help him so much now. It's not like it was only a 1 instance move, but so great. And yeah, Night Elf has that free expansion
A
that
town
the
is
human
under
does not
siege.
have, but there's still 2,000 gold remaining.
Man, Chimiko. Did he give this game out of his hands or what? Or can he still come back? Can he find a comeback like Colorful found earlier?
He has 3 mortar teams, that's gonna be key. I think he would love to go for Tome of Retraining again, but there's a lot of Dryads, so rather not. I don't know, but he can't use Water Elementals anymore. Then he's gonna have to fight 2 Ultimates.
GG.
That is true. And Colorful wins 2-0. That means we're gonna get the 2-on-2. I did not think that Colorful would take a single map, to be honest. So this is a big surprise to me.
Yeah, he played this really, really well. Chimiko a little disappointing today, perhaps. But I'm impressed with Colorful, man.
Yeah.
Well done.
Absolutely. So it's 5-3 now. We go full distance with the 2-on-2. And I think I have to leave, unfortunately. So you have to do the 2-on-2 alone.
All right.
Hurts me a little. But I will be back tomorrow for a long day. Winner bracket final and the Rust Brain Cup in its entirety.
Well, we are sad to see you go, Neil, but we'll be happy to see you again tomorrow.
Alright. Have fun, guys, with Remo. Thank you all for the big support today. I hope you enjoy what you see, and I hope you enjoy Remo's cast with the 2-on-2. And yeah. Are you ready to take over?
Yeah.
Alright, then see you guys, and offline in 3, 2, 1.